Mm. After we do this, just, I think he at work. All right, all right, all right. You already know it's a Monday, a Moon Day, a Mom Day session. Recap this Tanu Boo Boo short version of his comical show. Um, address the Malachi's disciple liar part one spirits. These guys is a joke. But you now rocking with the best, the master alien season the place to be. Rocking on your MIC. That's Michael and Christ, nigga. So it's Black Sun. I'm gonna pass it off. And,
Oh, this is Malachi's disciples, man. Let's just getting started on how we gonna, put all that to end in detail. Y'all there?
Yeah, we here.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
All right. If y'all gonna say anything or introduce, or y'all just want me to get into this video?
Yeah, you just get into it. I mean, shit.
Yeah,
They can see.
yeah, you niggas play videos, recap videos, recap videos too, bro. Mm-hmm. Yeah, chicken wing. Don't get mad though. Need these pictures. Hold on, this nigga always plays some slow shit. Try to seduce some fucking body. It will coat masturbation at. You niggas all do for. He always try to please the women. Get out of here, man.
who please her? What?
This nigga Tanu always trying to start videos with some slow shit.
That's the hypnotize you. That's
Yeah,
hypnotism.
right. It's bad masturbation.
Go ahead, just relax music.
Let me know when you want me to pause it too, Malachi.
Yo, y'all mic on mute.
Yeah, I'm here though.
Smoking weed, doing drugs, these type of things are entering your vessel. So you're channeling these things in. Once you are opening up yourself to allow someone else to come in. So drugs and stuff, this will make you vulnerable. Now I'm just using that for an example because you have these powers that drugs and alcohol does without drugs and alcohol. So some people need to be high to focus better or to rap better, right? Some people need to be drunk to be tougher or to say things that they wouldn't say. And the alcohol provides that for them. However, again, we have these powers. In the form of meditation, not even so much sitting down in a folded position. It could be a good song that makes you feel good. This is doing something to you and to your instrument because you are an instrument. So when those tones enter you, it makes you react a certain way. When you eat that piece of steak, it makes you act a certain way. When you eat an apple, it makes you act a certain way, right? You take a bite of the apple, it makes you feel energetic. The steak makes you feel lazy, right? So this is all existence. So when you're saying spirits outside of theology, right? Spirits is conscious existence that doesn't exist to the naked eye. A force, a spirit force. You can't just think of a physical type, somebody that looks like you. It's a spirit force. It's something that drives you. That force of will could be good or bad. You know what I'm saying? So when Malachi York, when you see him up there breaking things down, this person asks him a question, this person asks him a question, and you see him up there flowing, this is a spirit of Melchizedek, we'll say. You see? And if you know the story of Melchizedek,
That's right.
the man's history of how he started up north and he started this land up in upstate New York and then went to Bushwick and then down to Pradesh or Georgia, then you will be able to apply the whole story of Melchizedek to Egypt of the West, what he calls it. Okay? So yes, he incarnated this whole being of Melchizedek. Okay? When you read your Bible and you start looking at things that Melchizedek did or that they say he will come to do, like break down every word and show every language, and then you have to apply that to your reality today. And you show me another man that did this. And then I'll tell you that Malachi York didn't incarnate spirits. You see what I'm saying? But first, people have to show me another man that came on the scene the way he did. Anyone. You can incarnate. First, you have to trust it again. Outside of any book, you have to trust your experience again. And ask for that. Talk to that.
Yeah, that's I get what you're saying. I'm sorry. I meant so you mentioned Melchizedek. I was asking that question in reference to like a Yanoon or the general sense, as in, does he channel spirits to provide information? Is that the source of his information? Is that a part of where he gets his information from? Is he who he is without the channeling of these spirits and energies and incarnations of people? That's kind of what I'm trying to get to. Like, in your opinion, Paul, do you think that he channels spirits? And then if so, who? And I see you mentioned Melchizedek, but I'm referring to Yanoon, Melchizedek, or is it a host of people or different things? And I'm trying to get an understanding of that from your perspective.
Okay, so you said, did he channel spirits like Melchizedek? Right?
Well, you pointed out Melchizedek, and I was saying, that you pointed that out, but I was referring to a Yanoon character. And then, I'm asking, what is your view on channeling spirits? Does he channel spirits? If so, what kind of spirits does he channel? And then is that the source of his information or part of it?
Okay. All right. Well, for instance, right, the source of the information, yes, is coming from his computer, which is himself. Now, the information in itself is information. It's already brilliant. When he says, I'm the reformer, that just means to make sense of the information. That's where his individual ability comes in. individual ability of making sense of the information, being able to break it down. So you might have a scientist that uses big technical words that a typical Nubian would not understand. Then you have a man that will come down and be able to break it down and show these things in the Bible scientifically, what it means and this kind of stuff. That's when the ability of channeling comes in. So for instance, you have one name, right? But then you have another title or an alter ego that you created, right? Whatever that might be. And when people call you that name, you give a different response when people call you the name that was probably given to you by your mother, right? So when people call you, let's say if your name was Tyree, right? And that was your birth name, right? When people call you, you're like, yeah, that's me, that's my Egyptian name. You got a swag with you now. You got a heat with you now. You got something that's thriving, that's pushing you. So yes, you are incarnated of your ancestor, and that you didn't choose that name for no reason. So I'm trying to keep you away from the stupid to let you know that things manifest sometimes without you being able to understand why. But it's because you are channeled in. You see what I'm saying? So you're acting out this newly found character inside of you. You channel it. So our ancestors like Shaka Zulu or Papa Shango, right? When we hear these terms, it wasn't like these are things that we manifest. When they say we're incarnating or manifesting the Papa Shango spirit, that means we're probably dancing, we're probably chanting, we're probably getting pumped up, ready for war. And this spirit is going to incarnate and make us fearless. It's going to make us fearless. So it's not so much that we're transforming in a physical form, but consciously something is taking place genetically where we are incarnating a fearless spirit. Sometimes you might feel like a family man. You incarnate a family spirit. You want to go to war. You got to put on a war garb. That's just how we are shape-shifting through this whole reality of different realms. You understand? It's nothing stupid.
Oh, sorry. So, because you were saying, okay, that the analogy of a computer, like he's the computer, and so the information is coming from him, the computer. So would the channeling, let's say that the spirits or the ancestors, how you put it, let's say Melchizedek or Yanun, would that be to the computer act like a software program, or how would that work?
You are a computer. You are a computer.
Yeah, I'm asking about the question. My question is, does Malachi your channel spirit? And if so, which spirits does he channel? For instance, let's say Melchizedek or Yanun. So if we give those examples, is that the source of his information or a part of it? That's all I'm trying to understand. Because I get what you're saying, that we all have the potential to do this stuff. But what I'm trying to say is the computer part or the human part of him, is that the source of information? Or is the source of information the energies and people that he channels, such as Yanun and Melchizedek?
Well, the question is, because I'm going to answer
Malachi.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
I said that now. I mean, I ain't got no problems with how you answer that and what you said. Like he did. You're gonna see that all through the video. He's not gonna disagree with you, but he keeps asking that same question. Now, why did you like? Because at the end you said something, but why did you dance around giving him that was the Yanun part? But then you gave the answer too. He didn't catch.
Well, simply because I noticed that people ask questions that they don't really even have an understanding of the Yanun character or these type of things to even receive an answer. So as you see, right, as I'm giving the answer, he's asking the same question different ways, just unwilling to accept the answer. You see, so getting into a whole lot of other things was kind of that's when it comes, the confusion comes in, because we'll be talking about this character or this guy and this guy, and we're not even understanding the channeling part, because real quick, right? Because it seems like he was digging for some galactical information for me to say that the source of the information was galactical and not physical. So when I mentioned the computer thing, he kind of made it seem like, was that the source, or is it really coming from some entities? See, he didn't even understand that these entities all existed before you as a humanoid figure. These entities exist in the astral planes right now, in the unseen realms right now. So this is conscious, intelligent forces around us right now. The air we breathe, the breath we breathe is conscious and intelligent. You see what I'm saying? That's a force right there. So he's going, trying to take me into kind of,
Like,
who this guy is.
or like you like a cult member. How they trying to face it like somebody is a cult member, like you think like really crazy. That's how I got his energy, is when he was asking you the question, was like, that like he already had an answer. So I said, but it's not what you think. It's not like cult members rock to sleep, just reiterating somebody else's words.
And see, Yanoon, right? When you're dealing with the galactical realms and all that, we can't even perceive. We're still dealing with people who don't even fathom this type of information. They're still like, oh, he did this, he did that, oh, the information came from here. So that's what we're dealing with. So it was kind of, to me, it was kind of pointless to really go into who these galactical people are and how they operate and what that's even all about. Because we still in kindergarten with it, explaining
Well,
it.
he gave the Yanun as a tone that, because that's what it is also, which means oh light in a certain dialect. When he gave Yanun, he gave it as a tone also that can be chanted in order to come in contact with that force. Right? Now you have you have certain birds that have a certain kind of chirp or maybe even a whistle that when you know the tone and frequency and how to call this specific kind of bird, does not the bird respond to you? Like you was, let me finish. Like you was explaining earlier when you said, as far as when people have names that they're given, whether it be their birth name or whatever name or attribute that's given, right? If if I'm Yahweh or Elijah, I call myself that. I go by that. So if I'm walking down the street and somebody says my name correctly, pronounces it correctly in the tone that I was, aren't I going to turn around and respond? Or aren't I going to respond to it?
Absolutely.
Right? Now, he gives himself off as if he's someone that is strictly qualified in regards to this matter. Why? Because he was raised by this man. So if that's the case, then you would know by Yanun that was something that was given in order to experience the Yanun. But this is something that he should already know because he was raised in the community as a child. From a child up until he left, which was in 2002, according to him. So if you was there that whole time, up until 2002, you never came in contact with, why would even Yanun be restricted to him? When Yanun is something, not just Yanun, but this could be any force, any etheric being, any whole light being, not just Yanun, but any other being. You are able to come in contact with that. So you mean to tell me you was around this person the whole time and you didn't come in contact with Yanun? You just knew the physical person? See what I'm saying? But to oppose the software and all that shit to you, he gets it, but he wants to, like y'all was saying earlier, he wants to make it seem like it's some, because that's how they take it and run with it and say you're talking about spirits. But in actuality, you're not talking about spirits, you're talking about whole life beings.
Extraterrestrials.
Extraterrestrials.
Unseen realm.
But that's the unseen realm to the physical eye.
Mm-hmm. And even
That
they
realm
make.
that
Go ahead, sis. I'm sorry.
that's why I said what I said about thoughts. Because somebody could deny the spirit, but what is your thoughts before they become speech or written? It's not tangible, it's a spirit. So your thoughts emote energy, correct? When you
Correct.
put words together, they form an idea. An idea is energy, right? So just on that basic level, on yourself, and then we say we're connected to the universe. Can you even fathom the consciousness of the earth? The earth or the universe is a thought, is a consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
And how he says the computer, it does what it does, it operates on a set time, on a set schedule, right? That's a computer. You don't got to be spooky to look at it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I got from you when I was, it's not spooky. People want to deal with fear of the unknown, really.
And they want to deal with the flesh, not
Exactly.
Right.
knowing that the flesh had to get here somehow.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. But especially him. It's not like this is some outskirt person, asking. This is someone that was raised by. But he'll use the raised by as well. Nah, I don't see that to be real. I see him as to be, he wasn't knowing that any of these plagiarisms, these so-called plagiarisms, was taking place then. He knew nothing. He wasn't aware of none of that then. So he can't say, well, yeah, that's what he was doing then. Where did the intellect come from? It came from his mind, right? He introduced certain tones to people that people still use to this very day, right? Was Tariq, or even was the name Tariq given to him by him, or any other name? If so, he needs to disown those names then, because it's associated with him by way of vibrations. True or false? You need to get rid of that. You need to disown that. But how could you not experience the Yanun? Because the way he was acting was subtly inferring doubt, as if basically what you're saying is some other shit. It made no sense. But that wasn't the case. You,
Um,
you answered him the first time, but he was still trying to get back to the person.
but that was good because each time Malachi gave him an answer that people needed to hear and see it coming from him
He got mad. He got
himself
mad when he
and
didn't
not
answer.
from the teachings. He explained it from his own experience or how he saw it. Yeah, but like you said, he was looking to get that shit out of you.
That's why I asked your boy, like, what about you doing illegal acts? Nigga, you talk about somebody all day, but you recorded a conversation
Right.
without permission. And you slander, like if we want to go to the law, like they be doing, like the nigga said that he got ready to take out charges on people, you can get a charge for that act right there. And posting it on your page, nigga, you get paid every time one of the commercials or 5-second shits, he get paid every time you play that.
Yeah, Chuck quick to throw his attorney out there. He's like, yeah, I got my attorney. I got my lawyer.
And you getting paid off of.
He's be wilding.
YouTube does not just put commercials on your page. You have to agree to it.
Right.
When you agree to it, they agree to send you money. That's written in the YouTube. Anybody can find that. But you want to talk about some information that y'all still ain't get. You doing illegal ads for subscribers.
And that was a call y'all had on Hangouts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's some funny style shit because in those regards, it's not like you live YouTube. Cause if you live YouTube, then motherfuckers already live. It's already being recorded. But
I knew he was,
if you in a Hangout situation
I
and you
saw
be
a comment a couple weeks ago when he was trying to be smart. He was like, no disrespect, but tell Alanis to get her phone fixed. He was trying to be smart. Number one, my phone wasn't supposed to be on. That's how that shit go. Nigga.
yeah, well, you ain't no motherfucking Atlantis neither.
He had his information wrong, nigga. My name is Fatima.
Fucking Atlantis. He wrote that
He
shit
talking
earlier.
about Atlantis. Whatever. Huh? All right, I'm not. But I'm saying, like, they doing a little grimy stuff like that, but they can't answer that. I asked them several times in several different ways. I said 2 piece. She said 2 pieces of greeting. I said it's supposed to be a way of life, right? What the fuck? This is the minds that you're dealing with. They're so gung ho, you know what I mean, about this unity that show and prove you. Look you up in the holy tablets. Disagreeable. But you say you act like you agreeable. Like you doing something for the people. Niggas sit around and lie all day. You can't find nothing to get along with niggas with. Nothing. Ain't no soap opera involved. But anyway, go ahead. These niggas is corny. My bad.
Yeah, so I ain't want to bring out the fire on them all the way yet. I'm trying to play some more of this. We're gonna play some more of this video because it ain't long. But I want to get the Till Noon part because that's where the shit get funny. Everything else is peace, and I don't get it. So
That question, of course, but the question is, where does all information come from? The source of all information is mental. So, I mean, the question is always right there because the source of his information.
But where did we get that from? Where did we get that as the source of our information? Who told us our information is neutral?
You said who told us that information is what?
You're saying that our information is neutral, so who told us that that's our information?
It's neutral?
Yeah, he said neutral.
Who told us that?
What do you mean who told us
I don't
that?
understand.
I don't get what you're saying.
Because
You mean what?
you're stating that our information, like you're saying, we have to look at our information. So I'm just asking, who told us that this is our information? Who let us know? How do we become aware of this, our information, especially coming out of?
Yeah.
It's not a matter of who told you. It's a matter of not believing and going to check it out. So when you go check it out, you'll see that the word Milwaukee is not a made-up word. You'll see that when someone is talking about melanate science and the difference of what they mean and what they taught you, you'll see it's completely different from what they taught you in school and what they taught you scientifically. So with that alone, you know it's not general science. It's not general things that they teach in school. So it's not a matter of who told us that. It's who told you the lie to make us have to tell you the truth. You see what I'm saying? So we've been lied to. That's not yours. So when you start to study and you realize the key in their science, you can study their science and know the significance in melanin and say, oh wow, I didn't know black was this great. I didn't know carbon was this great. I didn't know melanin, normal was this great. Now you're figuring out what the man told you is confirming something that's already been hidden from you for years and years and years. Dr. York wasn't making things up. He was showing you things that's already in here. As he said, I'm the reformer. I'm not making stuff up. He's taking information, showing you like, listen, they wrote it like they wrote you in the Bible like this. But this is who you really are in the Bible. They wrote you like this, this is who you really are. And scientifically, if they want to take you there, then this is who you are scientifically. I don't get what you mean when you say what is the source of your information, because when we can read the same thing and get two different interpretations based off our own individual computers. We can look at a picture and get two different perceptions. I say, I think the artist meant this. And you say, well, I think the artist meant that. That's all our own perceptions and our abilities to contact higher realms. I might come off with a real technical explanation. Like, yeah, I think the artist was thinking this, that, and he was going behind it. I might give you a detailed explanation, and you might say something bland. That's based on your comprehension. So you can walk Dr. York and Zachariah Stitching up to the same picture. That doesn't mean they're going to get the same information out of that, based on their computer. Just based on this with Dr. Africa, based on the melanin in the eyes. You see color different. You taste food different. Everything you do is different. So your computer is different from the teacher that's been teaching you all these years. Not so much because they wanted to lie to you, but because they didn't have the ability to fully understand you. So children spirits, when you saying Yanun, and who told us it was Rabu, all you're saying is Akasha. I mean, this science is a science of being. It's a science of living. You can apply any name you want to.
Yeah, okay. Because I was just trying to get a basic understanding of okay. Do you feel that Malachi York have channeled or channeled spirit of your chanting?
Yeah.
Well, here you go. That same ass question. He just kept flipping the same question around. But yo, Malachi again. Malachi. Malachizi. Y'all here? Y'all well?
Yeah, I'm on deck.
Malachi?
I'm maneuvering quick. I'm on deck though. I hear you.
Malachi. He must have stepped away.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Wow. Man.
Yeah, that was I was gonna say something on that, but then I ended up saying something that I was thinking.
But yeah, exactly. It seemed like you was always meant to dodge around where he was actually trying to get you to say, but still answered it. Like he was trying to take a place there. What was going through your mind?
And just to elaborate a little more on that, because I think what he was trying to do to say all the information, who said it belongs to us. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to put like Dr. York in kind of a box to say even he taught false information, right?
Exactly.
And so I was trying to explain it to say, once it's considered a fact, now you know it belongs to you. You know what I'm saying? What now it's a fact that carbon and melanin and this person was black in the Bible or this person was that in the Bible. Now we know that these people were black through facts in many different ways. So who a white man or a Spanish man or no one else can stand up and say this is our information. They can't do that because genetically it wouldn't belong to them. So yeah, when we talking about our information, that's exactly what we're talking about. Our information. But what were you saying, Yahweh? You about this? My bad, I cut you off a little bit.
Oh no. Go ahead. I'm about to I gotta do the switcheroo on the jacks. So I'm about to come right back. I'll be back. But go ahead. I'm doing these 1-2s real quick.
Yeah, but that's what he was. You know.
Huh?
You want to say something? Actually,
No, that's what I know what was going on. To me, he was trying to box Malachi into an answer as to what he thought he would say.
Right. Expectation. Well, he's gonna say the master teacher. He's gonna say the master teacher.
Yeah, so that's what I got from it, and that's not that the assumption thing, and trying to put everybody in the box is the spirit of division in yourself. Ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. That's what you need to recognize. And that's why I say I apologize. Like, if you think that I was attacking what you said happened to you, that's not me. But you can't deny the information. See, they already want to hear what they want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
They already know what you're going to say because they put you in a box. So no matter what I said, I mean, it's just a show and prove with the Queen Nupu on the comments on the video. She going back. I said, I'm not Nubian. She said, oh, you must be a secret Nubian. Okay. She said, I said, like I said earlier, I said true peace. She said, that's a greeting. Shouldn't that be a way of life? You understand? You don't even understand what you say you understand. What you trying to understand me? How the fuck you do that? So I know you couldn't understand the science of sound reasoning because you don't have reasoning in your speech. The proof is right there against you, honey. The proof is right there against you, Tarnoon. You all in the chat live being the devil. Oh, get him. He's a liar. He's a this. He's, he's the king of the chat room and shit. Where's that true peace y'all say? They already got an answer already.
It's a mental cosmic disease.
She said it's a mental war, but then when that mind that see, you don't even understand because the spirit is in your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the mental war within you.
For example, right quick, if I can't speak, right? I don't speak no language. I can't talk. I still have these experiences. I'm not gonna call them spirits, obviously.
Right.
It don't take away from the experience that I had. And a person could come up to me, did you see spirits? I could say, yeah, I don't know what you're even talking about. But he would have to break down his meaning of what a spirit is for me to try to connect with my experience to say, oh, that's what you mean? Oh, yeah, okay, well, we can call it spirit, if that's what you call it. However, it's still an experience that is not to be labeled. People call it angels and all types of other things. But that's just the label. That's just the title. These things is coming from beyond words. You know what I'm saying? Before words. I just wanted to put that in there.
No. Yeah.
Because Tarnoon be talking about, if there's a such thing as spirits. When you're talking to religious theologians, yeah, you have to say spirits. You know what I'm saying? But when you're dealing with scientists like we like to deal with it, you know what I'm saying? Then it becomes conscious, ethereal, physical, conscious beings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Not just some.
According to Tarnoon, a person like you, myself, and whoever else, are scientists. So it's like, well, goddamn, nigga,
Right.
we're not scientists because according Ethiopian, according to Tarnoon, the Ethiopian is. You can hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. According to him, the Ethiopian is 6 ether ta. Right? 9 ether been dead since 18 million years ago. So I'm like, well, goddamn, nigga, if 18 million years, you got 18 million years ago, you could tell a motherfucker about 18 million years ago, right? But when someone explains something to you from their perception, it's wrong. And the reason why it's wrong is because it's Malachi or Dr. York base that he came with was all plagiarism. Okay, well, fuck it. Let's just say he plagiarized it. So you saying that all of the information that he plagiarized is wrong? Because if that's the case, what you deal with and what you believe in and not know for a fact is also wrong. Because aren't or isn't what you deal with one of the things that you say he plagiarized? So then that must be wrong. That must be wrong knowledge also then.
That's what I said.
So do we do or did he misconstrue or he misinterpreted it and he did this with it and he twisted it this way and this is not the correct way? What qualifies you to say which way is the correct way? Afro Uno is not even present to ask him. His wife don't know because when y'all went to her, she barely knew anything about anything. Or that's the way it seemed. She wasn't telling y'all niggas pulling up on her fucking camera with the cell phones and shit, asking her questions and all, or we calling her on the phone. The same way you recorded niggas in Hangouts is the same way you recorded her. You played it on your fucking video, right? Then he record the wife, had her on a phone conversation. Well, you know, I'm recording you right now. It's okay to record you. Bye. Everybody want to play recordings. But is that information wrong? That part of it? That sound reasoning when he brought that in? Is that part of it incorrect? Is that not right? Everyone gets what they get from what they get it from and whom they get it from. And it's on them to assess inside their own being. Absolutely. Certain information wakes up data codes or codes that's in our DNA already. Genetic explosions. Motherfucker have a DNA explosion. Like, oh shit, I remember something. I remembered some shit the other day that I forgot for like fucking 30 years. Just by reading something. It triggered whatever it needed to trigger in my DNA zone. And that code became what it was. It became awoke again. And produced a memory that stemmed from remembrance. Because now I remember. Now it's like a fresh, new whole memory to me. That's what the motherfuckers do. Attempt to box you in. With the pedophile shit, the pedo shit. A pedophile, you a pedophile worshiper. You a cult member. You free your God. Free him from prison. Free him from... Fuck out of here with that shit.
That dumb shit. Like we are some old dumbass
they into that shit?
Yeah. What's this nigga? Harry Potter.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Ass niggas. Like fuck we say we doing all that. No.
Free your God from prison. That language needs to be pronounced to the motherfuckers that believe that shit.
Crazy.
Right. Absolutely.
That proves that he doesn't even listen.
But don't teach nothing.
He got nothing to teach. All he doing is putting dumpster juice in niggas' inboxes. That's what he's doing. He's putting dumpster juice in fucking niggas' inboxes. They ask him. They ask him, yo. So what is it then? What's the way then? What do we do then? What's the truth then? If Malachi is not this, that, and the third, then what? He sends them some shit pertaining to the new bullshit. Bullshit. You send them Afro New. That's dumpster juice. If that's the case, that shit is outdated. That shit is outdated. You talk about the Ethiopian race, the Ethiopians. Well, if that's the case, you need to upgrade that motherfucker. Some people still do got motherfucking Blackberries, but you got iPhones out. And then motherfuckers that got iPhones got, they motherfuckers try to debunk Planet X when they came out with iPhone X. Letting the motherfuckers know in the Matrix that Planet X is here. But a motherfucker ain't gonna stay at the first iPhone that came out, iPhone 2, iPhone 3, iPhone 4. Niggas ain't gonna be able to, if a motherfucker get iPhone 8, they gonna get 8 before they stay with the 4.
I want it. I ain't getting that 8. I ain't doing that face recognition.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Motherfucker, If you got a computer system, if you got whatever station you got, you have an update to it, right? You got to update your software, right?
You know, I could get the 8 right now. It's like, nah, man, I ain't trying to do that face recognition. I'll go with the 7. I'll ride out with this bitch.
A motherfucker can't emphasize next Tuesday, 3 p.m., but they can tell you what took place or the death of something 18 million years ago.
Right.
Wow.
How you can't emphasize next Tuesday at 3 p.m., but you could fucking tell me about some shit that took place 18 million years ago?
Right.
We 6 ether, according to him. 9 ether perished 18 million years ago. And he can't say he ain't say that because I got the motherfucker. You can't say he ain't say it. I got it.
Yeah.
So, but how does that work out? What type of science is that? How am I supposed to teach that to my child?
Right.
How am I supposed to explain that to my my kinfolk? Like he said, we cosmic kin. Everything he deal with is science. Everything he believe in is science. Especially if you're dealing with the cosmos. If you're dealing with the motherfucking cosmos, that's science. Actually, especially when it materializes here on this plane, on this physical plane, you're dealing with physical science. That means you got to deal with all the motherfucking elements that exist here. If you deal with all the motherfucking elements that exist here, that makes you an alchemist overall, anything. Mm-hmm. If you're a motherfucking alchemist, then you're a magical one. They don't never get into detail in regards to themselves. And what it is they believe in, but their way is the right way. If it ain't that way, then it ain't no way. But had the audacity to call somebody else cult or religious minded. Them motherfuckers have a concentrated agenda, focus.
Right.
Obviously, he called other motherfuckers worshipers of Dr. York when you think about Dr. York more than the Nuwapians think about Dr. York. Nuwapians ain't got that many videos that you got on the Nuwapians and Dr. York. I'm not defending Nuwapians. I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying. You got Ardeen, different parts of whatever topic, part 14, part 19, part 18, part. These, come on, let me get started. That's an motherfucker. You ask him what it is, he gonna spill some dumpster juice in your inbox. That's what he gonna do. He gonna spill some dumpster juice in your inbox. Outdated information. There's so much shit going on right now, but that is what they're fixated on. That's a dead state of mind. If you're constantly focused on dead things, then you're in a dead state of mind. If Dwight York has 135 motherfucking years, that's a dead man walking. That's a dead living thing. That's a deteriorating thing. That's something that is going to, according to the Wapians, he on his last leg. He can leave any fucking given moment now. So this motherfucker's on a ticker. He could die at any motherfucking moment. But technically, he's already dead because he has a death sentence. How is your focus going to only be on things that are dead? If you call these people moon people because they deal with the dead force, and your constant energy, your devotion is geared towards what's dead, then what does that make you? How does saying go? You are what you think, right? So this is all that's on your mind is the subjects. That's all in everything that's on your mind. These subjects are dead, then that makes you a dead being as well. You are what you eat. You are what you think. You are what you do.
Sorry.
He called motherfuckers Dr. York. You worship, you, Dr. They got more Dr. York shit up there. It's untold. Unfucking told. Between him, Chuck Morgan, you see how Rick moved, Ample, see how he move. He come in and do what he needs to do real quick and keep it moving. Now he Amun Ra Squad. Black Power. Now he a master teacher. Ample. Rick.
Yeah.
Where he at? How you call it? Tariq is the Poppy Hassan Campbell of the Tarnoon and Chuck Morgan and Six Dynasty. So Hassan Campbell that's going in on Africa and Barbada.
Yeah.
Poppy. Yeah.
Poppy.
Tariq is they're the reflection of one another.
Right.
Tarnoon goes super hard because he's attacking what he feels is a reflection of him. What he perceives to be a reflection of him, he attacks. Tarnoon is a cult hopper. He hops from one cult to the next cult to the next cult. Now he finds himself he loses himself in the afro. You have to pick this nigga out.
I like this thing, huh?
But this motherfucker be all in your scalp
Yeah.
with that dumpster juice. He don't give you that soul glow. He give you that motherfucking dumpster juice. You can't be around this nigga with your wig. He put that dumpster juice in your shit. Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. All right, we gonna play some.
Get to that nigga.
Get through. Yeah.
Do you think, okay, do you think that he channeled the spirit of Yanu?
Let me tell you this.
These individuals, all right, these are different levels of consciousness. Okay, so
Okay, but did he channel that spirit or energy?
I told you, yeah. I said yes.
Okay, so now that so my question would be, is that the source of his information, or is that part of where he gets his information from?
So that's me channeling into Melchizedek was the source of his information. That's your question?
My question is the information that he has his information, or does he channel these information through different sources? Is what I'm trying to find out.
Okay. When you look at Melchizedek is a Phoenician character, right? When you look at Imam Isa, okay? You look at Yahshua Bar. When you're looking at these names, these are different incarnations, bro. You're looking at different incarnations. This is why the man came speaking all this Arabic stuff, breaking down the Quran, talking about Imam Isa, dressing in Islamic clothes. This is an incarnation of Imam Isa. The messenger who's bringing the true message to the Muslims, to the true Ansars. So yes, he incarnated into that, right, mentally, to address everything Islam. And then you had to transform to address everything Torah, had to switch into a spirit of Melchizedek. Now, when you're reading the stories about what the Mahdi was doing, what the Muslims say the Mahdi will come and do, if you read the stories about what the original Jews say Melchizedek will come and do, and if you read the stories about what the Christians say, then you can say, yes, Malachi Ezekiel is that guy. He came breaking down words, breaking down religion, applying science for not just anybody, for black people. That's the key to this whole thing. For black people. See, Jesus Christ is the savior to the white folk. Right? However you want to look at it. Martin Luther King, Noble Ali, our people, Dr. Malachi York, our people who's coming, to bring our people out of oppression, these are our saviors. You can look at it however you want. You can wait for a perfect man to come along and all that type of stuff, what they told you. But then I know that you're in the psychology of indoctrination because you're waiting for somebody perfect. When Malcolm X came from the bottom to give a beautiful message. This man was selling dope and pimping women. And he came to give a beautiful message and he's acknowledged for that. You see what I'm saying? We stayed loyal to that. But you got individuals who've been indoctrinated, right? Caught up by the spell, and the minute the media says something about them, automatically, we're so impulsive, we just jump on it. So yeah, I'm not looking for we're not looking for saviors out of the skies. We're looking for black people to come and pull black people out of their situations. Those are our saviors. That's how we look at it. And each time, it's worked a different way. It's manifested a different way. So yes, Malachi Ezekiel, he switched and incarnated many spirits to do exactly what he did. He also cast many spells. There are many people who walking around here with egos.
Right.
They got the funk, they got the swag part of it. Yeah. Now they're afraid to admit when they're wrong. Now they want to start their own religion. Now they want to use the man's work against them. That's what I'm saying. If you're trying to get me to say something, it's not going to work because I'm studying this. I'm on the square on this. So when you talk about incarnated spirits, what is a spirit?
You're fine. I was just trying to find out because, I've heard, Melchizedek and Yanun, so I was just trying to find out, is this a channeler? And it's told that he channeled these people, and what I want to know is just the source of this information or a part of it. Because, let's say people are children at one point, and they may not, they go to school, they act like regular children, they're young adults, and at that point, they may get into teaching and he starts to awaken or at some point. So that's what I'm trying to find out is the source of information coming from him, going to study, going to school, and going to learn these things, or is the source of the information or part of it from energies and speaking through this. That's what I'm trying to find out. I'm not trying to get you spooky and this and that. I'm just trying to see your perspective.
Alright. Malachi, he killed that shit. Like,
hey, yo, or also G shit, or listen, also G shit for the sounds of it. I may be wrong, and if I am, I hope Tariq hears this video that we on. You know what I'm saying? But it seemed like he might have been clearing some things up for Tariq. See, it might have been clearing some things up for him because
that's why
he doesn't ever say, well, all right, well, let me give you my intake on the Yanun Melchizedek thing.
Right. He said,
let me give you my,
Right.
Because we would love to hear what is your intake on the Melchizedek Yanun. What is your intake on that? What is your, being that you were there the whole fucking time, we would like to, So what's the, objective? What's the point, rather? You know what I'm saying? What's the whole point? Because this is somebody that was there the whole time for the most part.
He
was there when the thing was thriving. When it was thriving, hard body, right up to, he left. Him and his moms and his sisters, his younger sisters left. He was there. What's his intake on that? But it kind of sounded like he was
Yes, he agreed with him. Hold up, watch.
Yeah.
What he said. Let's see.
To clarify that.
These people, and what I want to know is just the source of this information or a part of it. Because, let's say people are children at one point, And they may not, you know, they go to school, they act like regular children.
The man is work against him. Like, that's all I'm saying. If you're trying to get me to say something spooky, it's not gonna work because I'm studying this. I'm on the square on this. So when you talk about incarnating spirits, what is a spirit, brother?
No, you're fine. I was just trying to find.
Yeah, you're fine. So that's why I said this is not a Tyreek bash because I was listening to the whole thing before and I was like, oh, this Malachi had this nigga on the ropes, knocked him out and woke him up. And he thought he was gonna get a Nuwapian answer. He thought he was gonna get a program answer. He thought he was gonna get a worshiper answer. And we ain't worshipers.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Respect for it to come the way he brought it. And he had to submit to that. He had to succumb to that shit. But he kept trying to get the channeling energy shit in there. Or the spirit.
Right.
You know,
Right.
or the soul. But he was a totally agreeing to everything Malachi said. Yeah, to me, he even think them at the end. But Malachi, you want to say something about that part before we go to this tell news shit? Unless you want to keep playing.
Nah, that pretty much cleared it. Go ahead, Yahweh.
Yeah, see what Master Sinclair got to say. That's tall noon. Master Sinclair.
That Uncle
That's tall noon. He like one of the fucking Duanis.
Goose troop ass nigga.
You know, the Duani motherfuckers, they know it all.
Third grade. My son.
Future know it alls with no answers.
Yeah.
Like I said, Duani.
It's fucking Duani. He you know, one of the mad Duanis, one of the mad niggas that got mad books and computers and all that shit. You got mad books and computers and got computers over there broken up and trying to fix that one.
What you saying does not listen. No, what you saying does not debunk people's experience. You say
You was a rapist. And you don't just
He frustrated. He got a lot of frustration in him.
You ready, or you was trying to say something else?
No, he got it. He got a lot of. We get to him.
Gotta get to it, to the part.
We get. Yeah, got it. See, homeboy talking about Slim.
This nigga crazy. Chewbacca. Hear me, damn sense. You almost did.
Hold real quick, before it slipped my mind. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me clarify this real quick. So when Tar Noon hears this, because when we was in a live chat box when on a video he did last night, right? And I made a comment and referred to his wig, and the nigga commented back to me and said, "Well, I don't wear wigs, sir." And I'm like, "Wow, ain't this a bitch?" Because nigga, every fucking video this nigga makes, 99.9% of the videos this nigga makes, he has some form of music playing in the background. At times he has some hip hop and shit. Basically, the nigga listens to hip hop. And we was having this discussion the other day, right? It's like niggas listen to music, but then a lot of these people that listen to music, they don't actually listen to people's bars and assemblies and wordplay and punchlines and the whole 9 yards. They catch what they catch, but it be at a fucking minimal, right? When I made the comment to him about his wig piece, he commented back, "Well, I don't wear wigs, sir." And I'm like, you know, ain't this a bitch? Because when I was saying wig piece, I was referring to just his crown, his head, his dome, his mind.
Yeah.
Is all I was saying, Tarnoon. I was talking about your mind, your mentals. When I said wig piece, you know, that's something he should have caught on, but he didn't catch on. And that's what a lot of these
Yeah.
motherfuckers do. These motherfuckers, they be lower grade. They the type
Right.
that smoke. They smoke Reggie.
Right.
They don't. You know, they fuck with the Reggie. You know, they'll buy a zone of Reggie and rock out with that. They don't. You know, they don't deal with that gas. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Not that, because he didn't perceive what I was saying. He took what I said literally as far as your wig when I was saying to him, your mental. You know, I just wanted to make that clear real quick for homeboy when Slim listens to it. Know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So he can understand where I was coming from. Know what I'm saying? Because this nigga up here acting like a jive turkey.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? And it's getting close to Thanksgiving. And he acting like a
Right.
jive turkey. You know what I'm saying? Saying, sir, I don't wear wigs, sir.
Sir. That's how you
Yeah,
know that
sir.
my
I don't wear
on
wigs,
and
sir.
he under a spell because you still saying sir like you programmed, sir, like they was taught you to say to people when you was younger, slave boy shit. Sir,
S-I-R.
sir,
S-I-R.
not,
If,
not brother.
if I'm a if,
Call it
if I'm a run down, if I'm a run down on a nigga on the strip, I'm like, yo, I'm about to go roast this nigga wig. We know
right,
what that mean. You know what I'm saying? We know I'm about to go push this nigga head off. I'm about to go, know what I'm saying? I'm about to go put one of these things in this nigga, know what I mean? You know what I mean. Know what I'm saying? I use that and he don't know. But this motherfucker deals with the cosmos. Not only that, this nigga deals with rap. Tarnoon, you deal with hip hop. You deal with rap music. You got all this hip hop shit in your videos.
that's probably
Hip hop
why he
consists of bars.
he sound like the mummy rappers. Or mummy rap ass nigga.
Exactly. 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 He's a fucking mum raw. And he sound like a mum raw. He sound like he sound like a mummy when a mummy get woken. Mum. Watch when you get ready to, when you play his clip, that's his whole tone. That's his the tone in his voice is a mummy.
Don't count though.
Logically, change comes gradually. So if you was involved, if you was a rapist 10 years ago, and then all of a sudden 10 years later, you're like, oh, I'm not a rapist anymore, I can speak on it. Still, the parents need to be concerned about you speaking on it or leaving their children in front of you because just 10 years ago, you was a rapist. And you don't just get to come out the father and say, oh, yeah, that's in my past, I'm straight.
I mean, again, but that's if you're not counting in spirit transfers and stuff, because some people do go through that. No, it's not, because what you saying does not, listen, no, what you saying does not debunk people's experience. You saying that there's a bunch of people on the planet that tells you that they have experiences. What you saying does not trump that.
Consistency and loyalty until a woman is ass naked in their face. I'm not trying to hear your logic behind it, bro. I'm a realist.
No, what you doing is you're ignoring that people talk about spirits and spirits exist. Just because you call it nonsense don't mean nothing. That's just you. That means you ain't never had no experience or you got your own interpretation. But
I'm talking about years. 10 years ago, you was a rapist. And you don't just get to come out the closet and say, oh, yeah, that's in my past, I'm straight.
I mean, again, but that's if you're not counting in spirit transfer and stuff, because some people do go through that. No, it's not, because what you saying does not, listen, no, what you saying does not debunk people's experience. You saying that there's a bunch of people on the planet can tell you that they have experiences. What you saying does not trump that.
Loyalty until a woman is ass naked in their face. I'm not trying to hear your logic behind it, bro. I'm a realist.
No, what you doing is you ignoring that people talk about spirits and spirits exist. Just because you call it nonsense don't mean nothing. That's just you. That means that you ain't never had no experience and you got your own interpretation. But I'm talking about your experience. So from listening to this, you can tell that these followers of yours are not working with a full deck. He just gave
He sound like he crazy.
Tariq
What are you talking about?
Noel 30 minutes of explanation of your channeling spirits, Melchizedek, Ganun, even told Tariq he could channel spirits himself and pull from that information, etc., etc. But then when I played the conversation he and I had about spirits is nonsense. So this is the mentality of cult members, and that they are very delusional, and this is just one out of a whole lot of mistakes and back and forth that this fool is making of himself, and that he don't even understand spirit possession, because he definitely was possessed to say the most ignorant things that these cult members can come up with, because his spirit is aligned with your spirit, and so spirits are protecting one another and making the people that the inside of look dumb. So his own
I'm gonna address that in a minute.
is betraying him because he don't understand spirit in the first place. They keep thinking that they can incarnate spirit. That's not how it works. Clown. Spirits automatically come first. The nature of nature specifically tells us that spirit being.
Oh, go ahead,
cut that. Listen, because see, he just look what he just did. He just said, well, with the nature, well, spirits don't work like that. Look what he resorts to. He doesn't resort to his own data bank. He doesn't resort to his own self. He doesn't resort to his own because perception is the bottom line. At a particular point, it's about perception. If you surpass the perception, then you take it to a higher degree to where you come down and start explaining, right? You come down, metaphorically speaking, you come down and start explaining what it is that you mean. But he's not qualified to do that. How do we know this? Because it just came out of his own motherfucking mouth just now. What did he say? He said, it teaches us in the nature of nature. Oh, what do you mean? So you're still being taught, right? This is how you know these motherfuckers is dealing with dead forces. That's why they stay strict. Like I was saying earlier, they're fixated on dead forces, dead energy, because you're saying that the nature of nature, as if Afro Uno came and gave something that was everlasting, ever living, ever is infinity, when the primary base of that is the Ethiopian race of people here. And they can't even explain to you what the Ethiopian race at that particular time, whatever particular time that they choose to point out and give a number to, right, was actually dealing with. How they was dealing with it, what kind of way and standard they was dealing with it culturally, the language, were they telepathic, did they have a verbal speech, what kind of writing did they have, what was their their dress code, what did they wear in their feet, did they have hair in their body or they didn't have hair in their body? Or were they, they can't give you that. And when they start to give you that, if they do give you that, or if they already have, I don't know. I'm just saying, how do you know? How do you know? So to discredit or to attempt to discredit somebody by saying that they're fucking nut and they're not playing with a full deck is likewise could be said the same thing about you, because how would you know when you say that, well, nature teaches us? What the fuck is nature of nature? Because nature is what we deal with here in this motherfucking aquarium. and this here planet. So if you have nature, then that's a double entendre. So that means you have nature. So what's the other nature you're talking about? Are you talking about the cosmos? So if that's the case, then you have to get into detail about the cosmos. What is it about the cosmos? And if you start talking to us about the cosmos, then that means you're going to start mentioning things to us in regards to the cosmos that probably has not ever been heard before. The same way Dr. York was doing, right? Wasn't Dr. York sharing certain shit that nigga ain't never heard before? Nigga, what the fuck is that? Nigga, Dr. York said Alelek. And he was like, Alelek? That shit did something to him. Because it was like, I never thought of that. I never thought to say Alelek. You know, everything was intellect. But when he explained the Alelek, just to give a reference, you know, or an example of, you know, the Alelek, it did something to him. It caused people, certain people, not all people, but it caused people, certain people to, you know, think outside of that intellect, that information, or that informat. This motherfucker's he's in information, he's in format. He's in format with the nature of nature. What the fuck is the nature of nature? What is that? Is nature even was the Ethiopians 18 million years ago, were they using the word or the tones nature? Using that tone. Were they using that word? Did they spell it that way? Did they spell it Nature? Did they spell it nature? They spell it, was it that way then? Did they explain it that way? Or was there another tone? Was there another language? A different kind of language? And if so, what was the word for nature then? Can he explain that? Was 6 used? Was the symbol for 6 that's used now used 18 million years ago? Was the symbol for 9? Because he said 9, the 9 ether beings were died or was, you know, perished 18 million years ago. And 8 and 1 is 9, right? So you got 99. There you go. But no coincidence. It's the same way they said that Doc finished he didn't complete no other grade past the 9th grade. So you got 999. So we got 999 lined up. Was they back then? Were they using the same symbol that they're using now for 9 then? Were they using that then? So I'm saying? Were they using that then? This is the self-righteous motherfuckers trying to, like I said, Tarnoon is battling some shit that he thinks or feels that reflects him. Because were they using that then? How you going to combat? How dare you combat somebody when you're talking about some shit? You talking about somebody's books. That's what he said in the comment section in the live feed on when they was going live with this video. That's what he said. He said you have, look, how do you have 18? That's the thing. How do you have 18 million years ago, my man, of knowledge in regards to something, a fact in regards to something, right? And discredit what someone perceives on their own. We're not saying, Malachi didn't say, well, this is what showed me. Malachi came from himself and what he perceived when he was on the call, what he perceived, what he gathered. He's still referencing, Tarnoon is still referencing to what is stated in the book. He's constantly dragging this shit out with the biting of Afro Uno's work. He's constantly dragging this shit with the pedophile. He mixes the pedophile shit. He collaborates with Chuck Morgan, Amadi, Wisdom, and whomever else that is willing, Farouk, him, whoever else is willing to get up there on the panel, he collaborates with them just to have his opinionated verbally, not realizing he makes no sense. And then a lot of shit that is already said, he repeats and don't even realize it because he said something that Malachi already said. He just repeated it almost verbally. Fuck out of here, man.
Malachi. Yep.
Yeah, explain what was taking place in that conversation when you was telling him nonsense. And to the spiritual shit. I know what you were saying. I don't want to say it. I want to see. I want to hear you say it first before I. You know what I mean? What was taking place with this?
What was taking place where?
Yeah, right there when you said nonsense. You told him, and he was trying to say, you know, I guess his answer to when you were saying about niggas being a rapist and they coming home 10 years later, whatever. I guess he was taking that and saying that spirits, certain motherfucking spirits into them, and it causes them to do lash out and do these things. And you said nonsense. It seemed like you're saying nonsense to spirits being able to do that. Like, that's what the liar part is. That's why it's called Malachi's disciple liar spirits. So he played all that just for the part with Tariq, and he was talking about the spirit to say that and play what he heard. So what was being said right there? What was you saying?
Well, I think he was
Why you said nonsense?
Yeah, what I was saying was as far as his nonsense was we can talk spirits all day long. There's no description. We're saying spirits and we're saying these type of terms, but that's where it begins and that's where it ends. When you start talking about extraterrestrials, now the conversation becomes more in detail and more in depth. So a person that comes, the Muslims got spirits, Christians got spirits. That's a general term that religion uses, and it doesn't cover anything. It's just to say, wine and spirits. When you go to the alcohol store, it says wine and spirits. So we can call these things, we can give it that title, but we're dealing with an entity that goes beyond just some spirit. I mean, what does the spirit look like? You know what I mean?
Right.
So
right.
I'm saying that he's saying that people are religious, but his mindset, it's not cosmic. It's literally theologian. 6 ethers, 4 ethers, 9 ether force. I get what he's saying, but the difference in the Holy Tablets, when you read it in the beginning, the science is right behind the 6 ether. The chemical chart is right behind it. It's not like he's sending you off into the days to not know what he's talking about. You know what I mean? This guy's talking about the moon and the sun and all this type of stuff. It's just all over the place. Something to believe in. Something that's good and something to believe in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's asking me about you asking me about what is 3 ether and what is 6 ether. These are the questions I want to ask them, because you can open up some of the scrolls and it's there. It's right there.
He try to learn.
Right.
That's why. That's future know-it-alls with no answers.
That's right.
Right. They tell them alone.
They never got no answers.
Never.
They'll never got no answers other than go, or go watch my videos, some shit like that.
They always got questions. And if they
got
do
questions,
long ass sharing the screen, showing a chart of somebody else's information, saying that this is stamped as the world's #1 truth theory or aspect on this subject. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Who is that book you were showing? But a part of what I was hearing you say when you said nonsense, also I was saying you was like, nonsense, I don't want to hear that shit. Not every case is a person being possessed by a spirit. Majority of these niggas, when it get down to it, when a woman's butt ass naked in front of you, you know what I mean? And then the spirit that jumped in some of these niggas just take the pussy because they non-pussy getting more women. You know what I mean? That's why he sits in his room and masturbate.
Right. Let me elaborate on that right quick, G.
Yeah, why you doing this show?
You just rung something. You just buzzed something in my head, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Like, we could be walking down the street, right? And the example I was making was it could be a woman, man, it could be somebody causing some type of distraction. A thought comes to your mind, and then your choice comes right after. Are you gonna look back at that? Are you gonna keep it moving? Are you gonna do this? Are you gonna do that? But you have that choice at that very moment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm taking it as these are entities outside of you trying to jump in your vessel right at that very moment.
Guess what? Guess what?
Go ahead, bro.
Shorty might walk past. I might look, but she got a fatty, right? This nigga Tarnoon will go into the fucking store and cop him a magazine and bring it home and go in.
Oh, shit, he
Absolutely.
might.
What kind of being is that? Hold
He
up.
might go.
What kind of being is that? What kind of being is that?
He might go in
Huh?
an Apple or McDonald's.
Hold the fuck up. So you mean to tell me I'm in Walmart, Shorty might walk past, got the fatty, bang. So like you said, you once you boom boom, and it's up to you afterwards. You turn around and look. I just might more like I might shit. Depending on how. And look, get this. Look. I mean,
Right.
that's
It could be.
nature. That's what they call nature, right? This nigga nature, This nigga nature is to go up in the fucking store and cop him a magazine,
Right.
and bring it home. So what kind of spirit force, Porne? What kind of spirit force? What kind of being is that?
He might take it home. He might go in the McDonald's bathroom, like I said, and get busy.
Yeah. That's the next level. That's some next level shit. That's some other shit. That's some other shit. That's some other shit. You know what I'm saying? But how you gonna be out in the flesh? The only niggas that get away with that type of shit that go into magazines is niggas that locked up. You know what I'm saying? That's the only niggas that get away with shit like that. You know what I mean? But you out here in the world, in the flesh, and your addiction is computer. Like Tyreek was talking about the computer software and program. What kind of fucking programs and software Tarnoon had in his shit?
Yeah, I think these niggas in reported.
What he gonna say? He did with the ethers and not the flesh?
I think this nigga that reported my video, this shit ain't playing no more. It was playing a little while ago.
It ain't playing?
I don't know. I don't see it on it. Somebody see if they see it on.
Hold up.
You know they whack like that.
Hold up. Let me see.
Play them niggas on. I won't. Them niggas will never play another video. Go.
Hold on.
Yeah, it says something went wrong. Is the Wi-Fi plugged in downstairs? I don't want to blame it on them. Let me go see. Yeah, I gotta be on, right? Yes, sir. So these niggas are recording a video? Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. You there?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still live.
It's
on.
It says live.
It's still on. I'm not near the computer. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it says live.
Yeah, you was up. You got up.
What? It's playing live?
Oh, Broward. Yeah.
It's live?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm about to say, them niggas will never play another video. Ever.
Nah, it says live. they wouldn't do that. I mean, come on.
These suckers like that. I ain't seen it. Live, but they-
Yeah. It's still loud.
You just came on you?
Yeah. It's still on.
Oh, okay. My phone just tripping and then the other phone tripping. So yeah, my bad. About to say like that niggas can't be serious, B. Niggas talk a lot of shit and then run behind shit. But yeah, I was getting what you were saying, Malachi and Yahweh, like dudes is crazy. Like you got one, you got an addiction yourself that has something that surrounds sex. Um, shit, you might as well say it's a pervert, a peeping tom, like tree jumping. Like I don't know, man. That's weird. Like just, you know what I mean? But that's asphyxiation. So what spirit is in you? What spirit is that makes Noon sit there and have a fixation with masturbating? You got a problem. What you did 20 years in prison straight? And you came home twisted in the mind? What's up? I mean, but let you tell you never been locked up, you don't have a record. But yeah, he was trying to insinuate that he was trying to use that spirit mechanism for the same way Tyreek was trying to use it as a means to say that Doc was sick and twisted. You know what I mean? He was dealing with forces that had him, but you never let him in, so he couldn't even get to that or say that because you never used Dr. Will. But this dude calling people clowns and fools. But I want to get back to this fool because look how dumb he said. Hold up, I didn't want y'all to miss that part while we was going over the part. Oh, and it's the part at the end when he says, when you say, no, nigga, I'm talking about, he cut it. That's how you know he was playing with the video tapes. You know what I mean? You said, no, I'm talking about your spirit, nigga. You know what I mean, Malachi? Yeah.
Yeah, he tried to chop it up, make it seem like I said something else, so I was going a different direction.
Right. And you said, nah, nigga, I caught that. Nah, nigga, I'm talking about your spirit. What you mean? Let me try this. All right.
His own conversation is pin him because he don't understand spirit in the first place. They keep thinking that they can incarnate spirit.
Oh, watch this dummy.
Melchizedek and Noon even told Tariq he could channel spirits himself and pull from that information, etc., etc. But then when I played the conversation he and I had about spirits, spirits is nonsense. So this is the mentality of cult members, and that they are very delusional, and this just
He sound like he running out of gas.
A whole lot of mistakes and back and forth that this is making of himself, and that he don't even understand spirit possession because he definitely was possessed to say the most ignorant things that these cult members can come up with because his spirit is aligned with your spirit, and so spirits making the people that the inside of look dumb. So his own conversation is betraying him because he don't understand spirit in the first place. They keep thinking that they can incarnate spirit. That's not how it works. Clown. Spirits automatically come first. The nature of nature specifically tells us that spirit beings, well-being come first. So therefore, human beings are their life force as well as a vehicle to use because their very existence depends on it. It's no incarnated. You don't incarnate. That's not how the order goes. They do the picking, and we have no say so in that, because a lot of times you get a spirit possesses the body at conception or right after birth. That's just a basic spirit to body, because after the body that it was in previously, it had to vacate the body before it died and find another body. So that happens in various ways. And then when you are in incarnation, that comes in after the person is well into adulthood. That's a different kind of possession. And if the person is meant to do something on the planet to change the direction of something or cause a certain amount of events to occur, that is when you have those type of spirits, which are higher level spirits, and they may be, and they will offer the person an offer, as the Bible interpretation says, that most of the time the person that's being incarnated and being offered the deal is in no place to say no anyway. So that could be somebody is, that could be what people call psychotic, or or Hitler or something like that, or something.
Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Rewind that. Rewind that. Rewind that. Listen to what this man says. Listen to what this man says. Oh. Tarnoon, I hope you listen to what the fuck you said, nigga.
Right.
Just listen to what this man says. Listen to what the fuck he says. But
which part?
but Dr. York is a moon deity. He's a moon deity. He's a moon deity. But listen to what this nigga just said.
Which part?
I guess go back about a hot 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, hot 2 minutes. Go back a little hot 2 minutes, see what this nigga Slim said. How they select the body. Who's they? For one, who the fuck is they?
These cult members can come over because his spirit is aligned with your spirit, and so spirits are protecting one another and making the people that the inside of look dumb. So his own.
I debunk people's experience. You saying that there's a bunch of people on the planet that tells you that they have experiences. What you saying does not trump that.
Delicacy and loyalty until a woman is ass naked in their face. I'm not trying to hear your logic.
Did you skip past it?
No, what you doing is you ignoring that people talk about spirits and spirits exist. Just because you call it nonsense don't mean nothing. That's just you. That means that you ain't never had no experience, or you got your own interpretation. But
so from listening to this, you can tell that these followers of York are not working with a full deck. He just gave Tariq 30 minutes of explanation of York channeling spirits. Noon even told Tariq he could channel spirits himself and pull from that information, etc., etc. But then when I played the conversation he and I had about spirits is nonsense. So this is the mentality of cult members, and that they are very delusional. And this is one out of a whole lot of mistakes and back and forth that this fool was making of himself, and that he don't even understand spirit possession, because he definitely was possessed to say the most ignorant things that these cult members can come up with, because his spirit is aligned with your spirit, and so spirits are protecting one another and making the people that the inside of look dumb. So his own conversation is betraying him, because he don't understand spirit in the first place. They keep thinking that they can incarnate spirit. That's not how it works. Clown. Spirits automatically come first. The nature of nature specifically tells us that spirit beings, well-being come first. So therefore, human beings are as a vehicle to use because their very existence depends on it. It's no incarnating. You don't incarnate. That's not how the order goes. They do the picking, and we.
Hold on. Stop that real quick. Stop that real quick. Stop that real quick. Stop that real quick.
I know that's what you.
Real quick. Stop that real quick. Stop that real quick. Stop that. He said there's no incarnating. Yet this is what the spirit, the vessel, which solely depends on this spirit, which was selected, right?
He said it's they do the selecting.
They do the selecting, right? So if you have they that do the selecting for whatever vessel they come into, right? Isn't that an incarnation according to definition? According to definition, is that not a incarnation? That's an incarnation.
Right, but he says the incarnation doesn't take place until the baby is in a fucking adult.
Until the baby is what?
I mean, to the person is way in the stages of an adult.
Well, it still doesn't make a difference what stage the person is in. It's still identifying with the fact that there's an incarnation taking place.
That's right. But what he's talking about, he's still talking about spirit possession. I knew that's what he was talking about. That's why I said that to Malachi. That's why Malachi.
Yeah, well, that's what he said out his mouth.
First of all, stupid, dummy, like you was called fool.
I think where he was getting confused, and I'm gonna make a video about it, right? When I slow it down, but I think where he's getting confused is we incarnate into the flesh. I think he's talking about a manifestation. He just don't know the difference. See, because I can manifest things at any age.
He's talking about, we talking about souls. Yeah, a spirit does pick the host, because the spirit ain't got a fucking soul. You feel me? That shit don't even make it past the stratosphere. You know what I mean? That's dealing with astrophysics. Like you was talking about, Malachi. Impression misses. You know what I mean? This dummy talking about spirits. This is the same stupid shit that the religious people used to make the mistake of assuming the spirit and the soul is the same thing. And it's the same functions going on and taking place. When that's not the case. He said the spirit, soul, purpose, they pick us because it's important. And nature teach them the first thing of well-being to the person. They're saying to the body, because the vessel, the human vessel and shell is important to them. Most important to them. So nigga, you talk about some old other worshiping space spirit.
Yeah, but he's still talking about incarnation at the same time.
Right. No. Not to take away from that. But what I'm saying is, like Malachi was saying, he's mixing a soul incarnation up with a spirit incarnation. The question they're trying to assume to make that Doc said it was spirits and not a soul. It wasn't a different type of incarnation. That incarnation that we're talking about, when you talk about Malachi Zejoka, any one of us, that applies to us choosing this vessel or this body or this parents to come here in this physical plane. Ain't nobody else made that choice for us to come in this motherfucker. I don't know, y'all be mixing us up. You know what I mean? Because you had different levels of interviews of studies, nature. It don't work that way, fool. First of all, the first incarnation takes place with the baby. You feel me? When the baby's born, some of the baby's in the womb, but mostly when the baby is born. And then for a certain amount of years, up to 7, the baby is on its own while spirits attack it. Demons and spirits attack it, yes, into the body. But the transformation of the incarnation starts at the baby's growth. And bit by bit, as the baby comes into adult stages, the takes place, the functioning, the manifestation, the elevation, the evolving takes place. It's not that, oh, you become adult, I'm 40, and then let's just jump in this fucking body and incarnate. Get the fuck out of here, or 25 years old. Get the fuck out of here. That's not how it works, my man. See, not when you talk to people that have experience in it or experience it. Because childhood, this is why we speak from our experiences, this is why you niggas get stuck. Because we're not just speaking from a manifestation standpoint of us following a man, following the doctrine, the book. No, we're tying and confirming, like Malachi said, we pulled into the Akasha record and began to remember on our fucking own, and tapped into that same source, tapped into the incarnations of ourselves. You feel me? Along with guidance and receive this information, then got confirmation later on with this thing. But the process took place as a baby, as a child, because I remember these things, these acts, these things that you say that are in Doc's information, that he plagiarized, that I, as a child, the green light, the green essence, El Qadir, as a child, what that was, if had not he explained it or dropped it, or I was sent to that information to further my confirmations, elevation, evolving in my incarnation. You feel me? And I know I didn't take that too far and get too abstract for a motherfucker to comprehend and understand what I just said. You know what I mean? So for me to experience these things that and talk about these things before actually seeing proof of it written, like Malachi was explaining, he took what was here and he had to show you the truths in it and put the words in its proper, reform the words in its proper construction form. And that part was the incarnation, the source speaking. When that form, the other forms already took place when the man was going to schools and studying and being raised. They always jump to the scene where he said he was approached, but you don't know what was taking place as a child. A lot of this shit gets dormant within us, or we forget, or we conjure it up to, we think about it, but we don't really know no answer, so we kind of put it to the side. But we still think about those things that was experienced that happened to us as a child. And then when you wake up, you begin to see signs, more signs and more signs. Once you wake up, it's like you're seeing sign after sign after sign. Confirmation after confirmation after confirmation, things being revealed, being revealed, being revealed. Not just to Malachi Z. York. Everybody always tried to make it about Dr. Malachi Z. York. He wasn't the only one touched. He wasn't the only one born with these capabilities. He was just the one that was sent to do the job that he fucking did. And he, like he always said, I do my job well. I wear this hat well. I'm gonna fuck what nobody else came to do. This is what I came to do, and I wear this well. Can't nobody fuck with me in this. And couldn't nobody fuck with him in that. And still can't nobody fuck with him in that. You could pull 1,000 Eugene, Bobby Hemmings, Valentine's, not even Dr. Sabi, my nigga. But you got people like Dr. Sabi, Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory be saying some shit. Like, but people accept that from Dick Gregory, but a lot of people missing what Dick Gregory's saying. Because he's talking from his own natural experiences. He's talking from a person from in the inside of the box, telling you on the outside. But like he said, why I can't explain this and talk to you about it because you ain't gonna understand it. But the people that know me and know that I know this shit real, they wouldn't dare ask me these type of questions you people ask me. because they know. But it's common sense. Everything's right there for you on the computers, in books, if you dig it up. You know what I mean? Like Malachi was saying about the computer and bringing it to the computer, that was ill, because a lot of people don't know, even though we are a separate entity computer, but we are part of a larger computer. And Doc, years ago, people forgot about that. You forgot he dropped about the computer in Shambhala and how the elders wait for a certain time to keep that machine back off, and then they was hologram. They could change pictures, things that are taking place in life, and programming where you're seeing things and people that you think are here and existed and they're not. You seeing a hologram. You seeing a hologram you could touch. You seeing a hologram you can't touch, and then you seeing the actual person. But nigga don't want. But when you speak like that, you got to be able to break it down. You just talking about spirit, but spirit goes a long way. There's different.
You got to be able to explain that.
There's different stages to that. Right. There's different stages to the spirit, and there's different stages to the soul, man. And they both
explain that.
Right. They both meet, and they both interchangeable, and they intertwine with one another. But are also separate. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. My fault, y'all. I went into the jump off, but I want to like, and then you talk about people, right? Like, look at this. Y'all looking at the screen. I wanted to keep this up here because if you see at the top, I want to not turn those other videos, right? This is how low down, gritty, and disrespectful these dudes get with this shit. That's very disrespectful. And I would bring it to you front porch if I was these people, because that's crazy.
Shit?
Melvin Sanders, Nuwapian, is murdered. Why would you take that innocent young boy video, put Nuwapian next to it, and put murder?
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, look, that's what happened. Look, that's what happened. That's what happened. That was reported on the news down here. Check it. Check it.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Trying to share something with you real quick. Hold on.
I saw it on the news. Hold on.
You saw that on your news?
You can share it. I saw it on. I seen the video thing, and I'm playing it on the El Gabriel. As soon as it happened, he sent it to us.
No, I'm saying that was played on the news down. That was played on the news down here. Right, the thing is, why would you care? Why do you care?
Yeah, I know that.
That's the thing. Why does he care?
Yeah, but I'm like, why do you care? Especially when it was painted that this kid was a good kid. He wasn't in no street shit and no gang shit. Shit wasn't even meant for him. But you took it upon yourself like the bathroom. You fucking are, bro. Low down, dirty and shame ass niggas. This shit is entertainment. Like, I don't even really brush my breath of sitting there on a panel with y'all. But I would gladly sit on the panel just to dismantle y'all, because you niggas have no coof. You have no respect. And you talk about somebody, you try to talk about a man and molestation and all this. But where's your characters? Where's your character defect? My man? Like, what are you guilty of? Like, y'all well always say, nigga, when they was other stone, Mary, what they say? What he say? Mary Maryland. He said, those who sin what? Those without sin throw the first what? Stone, right? Yeah, niggas is crazy. Like this shit right here, like shit like that'll really get you hurt, man.
Yo, look, see, look.
I'm just saying, like that's real.
What is
Look,
it your concern?
it's interested. It's interested. Listen, it's interested that you brought that up as far as the column, right? This the sidebar column, right?
Right, because I was about to go
Because
down it.
yeah, the sidebar column, right? I mean, if you go ahead, yeah, I want to hear. Go ahead, go down.
Right, go ahead. Down it now, because you peeped the same thing I peeped.
Yeah, go ahead. I want to hear. Shit, I want to hear. Go ahead.
You,
I want to hear. Go ahead.
yeah,
I want to hear. Nah, I do.
you know,
I fucking want. I want to hear. Shit.
you got your boy Mellis.
That's interesting. You said that.
Right,
Cyborg
Nuwapi
column.
is murdered, right? Then what we be talking to these niggas. The Nibiru was never a craft. Dr. York lied. These and then you got Nuwapu, the science doesn't belong to Dr. York.
Right.
But it doesn't belong to Eugene Brown neither. And him saying that's a lie because you're on a craft right now. You know what I mean? This planet is a motherfucking craft. I ain't gonna tell you which craft it is, but motherfucker, you on a craft. Alright? Anything that bodily moves out in space is a motherfucking craft. Right. But then you got the new science on Nuwapu, but you niggas ain't got the science on Nuwapu. You got it backwards. The science and dialogue is twisted. Ain't no sound reasoning in what y'all say. You know what I mean? And then y'all can't even properly explain it and say it. If Alpha Uno is fucking great and brought Nuwapu, all right, why they ain't stand from his way, his teachings? Why he not here to guide and teach you the proper science then? Why, if he was around and no Dr. Malachi Z. York was using this, never spoke up? Why does it say a number
With what what you talking about? The why? You talking about Afro Udu?
yeah, on the Afro Uno book, why it say I'm a new Rocketar? Why does it say that? When we all
Yeah, without the Afro, yeah, because it was the Amun Nebre or the Afro, yeah. Wasn't the Afro Uno? It was Amun Nebre Octa.
all right, but who is that? Everybody knows the only person that ever used that title is who? Malachi Z. York.
Right.
But it doesn't belong to Eugene Brown either.
Faithful forward, the soul of tides.
Right. So how y'all gonna argue that he plagiarized it when y'all follow a man that plagiarized something? And how do you know when his plagiarization and his translation is correct? It's the right science of Nuwapu or Nuwabu.
Right. They'll speak about how Afro Udu supposedly came from the desert. Look, they'll speak about how Afro Udu. They'll speak about how Afro Uno supposedly came from the desert. They come to find out, motherfucker was from Alabama. They don't speak about that.
Let's say he from Sudan. That should tell you. That's another clue of tying you into who he truly is. You don't even know how many masses or titles this man, Dr. York, has. That's the master of disguise, yo, right there. Melchizedek. You watch that movie, you better check it out. You may learn something. Gerbil, gerbil. Turtle, turtle. Might learn something. Order the master of the disguisios. You know what I mean? But this thing is crazy, man. But when y'all can show real proof of who this guy is, where he get this science from, and if you tell me you got the whole 9-ball liberation,
You're lying.
Yeah, right.
You're lying.
They
So
have to show a proof where the symbol for 9, the number 9, was used 18 million years ago.
right,
When they can
right.
show that, when they can show and prove that, you show and prove age by way of what? Carbon decay and any artifact, right? So if you could show us any artifact by way of carbon decay, right? And like he calls or likes to call people non-scientists, y'all ain't no motherfucking scientists. Well, shit. If the majority of the people you're going to teach what you believe in aren't scientists, so just say that you are a scientist. If that's the case, how the fuck are you going to prove that to non-scientists? How are they able to determine what you're saying is true? See, but they'll say what he taught, Doc taught, was bullshit. Well, why ain't no scientists come out during that time when he was talking scientific shit? During that time, I mean, this motherfucker had a stretch. He came in, just say 70, for argument's sake. He came in 1970. So you had 1970 up until the year 2002. Why ain't no scientists come out? Why ain't no theologians come out? Why ain't no, motherfuckers from NASA? All this time, ain't nobody come out? You had Bilal Phillips and motherfuckers like that. But I mean, that's a small, that's French fries and McDonald's. That's French fries and McDonald's in comparison to, a rocket ship headed out tomorrow on a space mission. Know what I'm saying? Why ain't no people that had doctorates degree and so on and so forth, had degrees in whatever it is they had degrees in? Why ain't none of them come out during the time? But accordingly, there were those that did come out during that time. But why none ever came out and refuted anything while he was on the scene? Like I said, we're not talking about Bilal Phillips. Who else spoke out while he was on deck? Khalid Muhammad. He spoke out while he was on deck, but he spoke out indirectly. But those that knew who he was referring to when he said he ain't, we got problems here, but we not, I'm not gonna be worried about no motherfucking reptilians coming from outer space. So those that knew who he was referring to when he made that statement. Know what I'm saying? But other than that, who came out in the scientific community?
Yeah, nobody. Yeah, sure.
Who came out and contested? Now everybody is falling out the woodwork talking about, and this.
The Nation of Islam did say shit.
Ain't nobody say nothing. Ain't nobody say nothing.
They was beefing, they was talking physical beef.
Ain't nobody say nothing. How the fuck does Chuck Morgan and Tar Noon got his GED, but they ain't got a picture of the motherfucker in the joint? How is that? How they got his GED? They got a GED from Dwight York in 80X Max, but they ain't got his motherfucking picture in the joint. How is that? Huh? How is that? How the fuck is that? Why they don't have that? Why they don't have a motherfucking picture of the nigga they talking about constantly? They making pictures about this motherfucker constantly. Why they don't have no pictures of this motherfucker in the joint?
You get the cops, nigga. How you do that?
You got a GD in 80X Max in Colorado.
But
he ain't got no class photos. Huh? He ain't got no class photos.
But you see how he says, too, he said it's like all mixed up. Natural nature teaches us. Natural nature. That's as far as he went into something that they taught. Like
what?
Niggas ain't
Bible interpretation. The Bible that shit is outdated. That shit is outdated crazy. Fucking Bible interpretations. That shit is outdated crazy. Who based their life on that science right now? How you gonna base your life on that science right now when you deal with a whole totally different matrix structure
Right.
in the now? It don't make a difference. What?
Let's see what else is
Fuck out of
good.
here.
It's the body at conception or right after birth. That's just a basic spirit to body, because after the body that it was in previously, it had to vacate the body before it died and find another body. So that happens in various ways. And then when you are in incarnation, that comes in after the person is well into adulthood. That's a different kind of possession. And if the person is meant to do something on the planet to change the direction of something or cause a certain amount of events to occur, that is when you have those type of spirits, which are higher level spirits, and they may be, and they will offer the person an offer, as the Bible interpretation says, that most of the time the person that's being incarnated and being offered the deal is in no place to say no anyway. So that could be somebody as, that could be what people call psychotic or or Hitler or something like that, or a person that's an incarnation of some type of spirit guard in a religious way, or liberation way. So it's different variations to it, but human beings don't incarnate anything. We don't make the rules. We don't have a choice in that. So that's
he's a parrot. He's a parrot with an opinion. He's a parrot with an opinion.
They've been listening to a liar for so long, they don't know reality or reason. Human to cosmic peace.
Oh, that shit verbatim. This nigga just record this shit verbatim. Fuck out of here. He's a parrot with an opinion.
Yeah, he took about.
He's a parrot with an opinion. He quoted out of the fucking books.
If it is a deal, you have a choice, dummy. When you don't have a choice, when they just jump in your body, that's a different type of possession. Possession. That's good, man. You sound like a fool. You want to sound dumb. If it's a deal, you have a choice. When a spirit possesses you, out of no choice, it just jumps in your body.
That's motherfuckers dealing with spirits. That's motherfuckers dealing with spirits. Because you got whole life beings on deck. That's motherfuckers dealing with spirits. You know what I'm saying?
Souls
that's motherfuckers, the spirits encounter the blood.
Right.
That thing that come through motherfuckers' blood system. You know what I'm saying? The life force. Their life force. Their life force is their blood. Motherfucker explain to you how they could subsist outside of their life force. But, I mean, how dare you say that if that's not real? Because a motherfucker push your wig off. Are you going to be able to sustain yourself outside of that? You know what I'm saying? I know plenty of motherfucking gods, quote unquote. They got their wig pushed off. They wasn't able to sustain themselves outside of that.
So what he's saying is he'll walk around possession. You possess, nigga. You got.
Yeah, he possessed.
You made a deal. Dummy.
They in the zoo. They in the zoo. That's why they got so many O's in their name.
Right. No one dude. What kind of name is that? Tom, no one dude. Poo poo. Tom, no
Baby say that. That's one of their first.
Yeah.
When they step on the scene, it's like, oh, okay. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, there go that nigga. Oh, okay. So he's oh. All right.
Yo, Malachi, you ain't got nothing to say on there?
Nah, I'm listening.
Nah, say something, man. You got it.
They know it. They know they ain't about to fucking. It's about to be a wrap for that. It's gonna just turn up the pressure. It's gonna turn up the pressure. There's not gonna be much else to really be
They ain't
addressing
with
when
the
it comes
they
to.
ain't with the shits.
Nah,
Right.
of course not.
They not
I
with
mean, you
the
still talking about Bible interpretations. That one book over a course of videos over probably more than a year. Then come on now. That's one book, man,
my
over a
thing
course
is,
of a year.
why you niggas ain't out here trying to teach us this? If you ain't got so much facts and knowledge, why you ain't trying with us? Cause I don't know how people gravitate to that shit. Cause you ain't to speak of it. Whoever is speaking that shit,
I think it's because whenever you hear nine ether and that type of talk, it refers to a certain person. So you have to kind of destroy that in order to build your own little structure about nine ether. You know what I mean? Because anytime that gets brought up, I mean, we know,
yeah, they trying to bring a new fad, a new doctrine that ain't gonna get
right?
ain't gonna get nowhere to where it's at.
Hmm.
It's gonna come in like the X Clan and go out. They ain't even gonna get to the level of the X Clan because them niggas knew way more than what y'all niggas confessing to know. Them niggas was on all type of shows being interviewed.
And how they gonna just make everybody a Nuwabian when they got Chuck Morgan,
Right.
him, a Muslim, Farouk, a Nation of Islam dude, ex Nation of
Someone
Islam.
from Yoruba or
Yes.
Yorubas.
Like how you going to just
See, you niggas don't know. You know these niggas don't know what they're talking about because when you talking in Santa Rita, right? When you talk about uh, Papa Legua or Papa Goon, Abatalao, Shun, all these entities, Abatalao. When you talk about these entities and you talk about Game of Crown, the intent things, when you study these things, they tell you that it was a contract that you made up to come into this world to help fix the world. And you know what I mean? And you're made to forget the contract you signed to come here to come do these works. And none of that shit that you said evolves around that. Not even in your science, not even in new science. If it was, that's a big contradiction. Y'all niggas need to put that shit down. If it teaches you that, what you just said, if that's what that teaches you, y'all need to put that shit down there.
Because you build your altar, Elion, Oshun, you're petitioning the spirits, right? So your mans that you be having talking, for you and talk about the Moabians, you ask them that same question and take out the name Malachi York. Ask him about spiritual entities. You feel me?
And when they doing these ceremonies and having these rituals and they say spirits into them or they possess,
Right.
you know what I mean? What is that then? That's not evil. That's not disagreeable. That's not bad. You know, we not saying it is. That's a rhetorical question. I'm just throwing it out there, like, you know what I mean? Is it bad? Is it evil? Like when you see them possessed in them circles, and they don't remember what's going on until it's over. When the spirit enters them, and it delivers the transmission, and then everyone's happy, and then they eat the orphans or the food they cook, certain foods they eat, certain foods they put away, offering, and some of the offering they eat. Like this, how you could tell you people, yeah, y'all don't do indigenous studies and research of checking it out. The facts, like Tariq tried to say, and I ain't even play that part, but I know he said it. You know what I mean? He was like, I was always raised and taught to ask questions. Ask. You know what I mean? Not just believe, but they want to assume that everyone does what the people they're getting at in the Wapians do, that we don't research, we haven't experienced, and we don't know the facts. You know what I mean? Because half of them niggas can't even explain how they give salutations or prayer or offerings to the ancestors. Only the ones that's truly initiated or that is the seer. And the seer is a person that walks in two worlds, that walks in both worlds. They walk in the spirit world, they walk in the physical world. You know what I mean? And there's many of us that do that. You don't have to be initiated in any orders or cults for this to happen to an individual. You know what I mean? We divine all day, every day, some of us. From what they call deja vu, or what they call you catching up to yourself. You know what I mean? You see events that you dream when you was on your travels, and you're able to recognize it through the day. You just stop and jump out of order. Oh shit! I seen this before. This happened. Wow, yo, and this is what happened, and then boom, this next, and then damn, now I'm waiting to see the signs that's there for me. Because now I gotta pay attention. Because I've been here. So now I gotta know what's supposed to take place next. So I move with the frequency. I sound reasoning it out. And people have the ability to do that. Like anyone that just listens to someone and just takes the information and not do any type of dialogue with yourself, go over it, to research it, if it don't already apply to something that you already know, you know what I mean? Then you just what? You just a puppet on a string being pulled. You'll go in any direction. Like Yahweh said, you just a whole coach then. You're a coat whole hopping ass nigga. A person. That's why I don't deal in no titles. I didn't really deal in titles then, but when you're talking to certain people, you have to give them a title, a standpoint where you're coming from, because when you're giving it from yourself, they'll say, well, damn, where you from? Or what you about? What you but when you put yourself in that stigma box, then motherfuckers try to categorize everybody in that same boat. You know what I mean? When it was meant for you not to even grasp any title. That was the whole purpose, like he said, when he came to reform all these different schools. It was for you to be able to see yourself in it and then leave that shit alone. Because we sitting here talking about dead people when we dead people that's alive are supposed to be alive here right now. And had you did your homework or truly applied yourself, you wouldn't be still stuck in a spell and lost, wondering which way to go, because Papa left. All you niggas talking that shit, if Doc was on the scene And I don't mean that he's not on the scene, meaning that if he was still on the scene propagating and writing, you niggas would be right there by his side. Only niggas with the left is niggas that can't take the hardships of living in a tab and making that quarter every day. The ones that give up on hard shit. Oh shit, this shit too hard for me to be doing this shit for free. The salvation of saving your soul. You should be damn near willing to stoop to any level to save your soul. Damn near. I ain't say you should. Completely. I'm saying. As far as when it comes to things like that. Building, propagating, selling your culture, your community, products and information just so y'all can keep it flourishing, survive, and be substantial, sustain itself. But the burden was too hard for a lot of you. You know what I mean? And then for those the burden wasn't too hard from, you just was missing over the motherfucking teachings. But you was the nigga he was talking about the whole time. He had you right where he wanted you. Those that got pulled in and sucked in for a reason. Y'all niggas got trapped in that motherfucking ring. A nigga trapped you in that Solomon's ring like it was nothing. Because people forget that. You forget the signet ring. See? And that signet ring was do what? What was that signet ring for all you order ass niggas? What was that signet ring used for? And matter of fact, before I even expound on it more, I'm gonna let Yahuwah say, what was that signet ring for? Yahuwah? What was it used for? What was the powers of that signet ring?
Say it again.
What was the power of the signet ring?
Oh, that's the Green Lantern.
Yeah, but give them a little bit more. We know that on that level. Bring it back basic to homework.
That was more than need to be said. That's the motherfucking Green Lantern.
Exactly.
Who in the Matrix? Who in the Matrix? One knows with a signet ring. Green Lantern, right? That ain't no coincidence. Being that Malachi was being questioned about Melchizedek and Yanun.
Right.
His and it was called green. That's no coincidence.
And that ring fought off all evil spirits and forces. It trapped spirits and demons and wicked forces. Signet ring of Solomon. Trap on food is goods and control them. So so if Malachi brought the order of the signet rings back, what was he doing? Controlling the jinns.
The green one.
Yeah, the green light.
That's when the green ones show up. When the green ones show up.
And had you niggas possessed and trapped. And once he left the seal back off. Y'all niggas woke back up like, what the fuck? Who? Where was I? What happened? Man, that shit was fake the whole time. Why I stayed my stupid ass there all those years, over 30-something, 20-something years?
How do you walk through the valley of death? With the Green Lantern.
Right. Exactly, my man. That's something for you to teach you something about spirits, jinns. You want to talk about Bible interpretations. Interpretations of the Bible, the signet ring. King Solomon was used to what? Control what? Jinns. And what happened to him? Later on, they say he possessed too many jinns, right? And they said he drove him crazy. King Solomon went crazy, but then caught himself back. But that's how he lost everything. That's what they say. I'm just saying.
The Solaman.
Yeah, the Suleiman.
The Solaman.
Suleiman.
Yeah, the Solaman.
Fuck around with them
That's
natural
the green
forces.
one.
Fuck around with them natural forces. You trapped yourself in the web. You niggas trapped in Charlotte's Web trying to figure your way out. I remember all the little scenarios like that Doc used to break down. Those ain't pay attention to shit like that, small detail. And we on the web now, the bigger web. So this is why it's going down like this, because y'all niggas is forces working with the web. In the web, in the system. We the motherfuckers coming in the system to do what?
Dismantle their programs.
Thank you.
All that shit is all that shit is programmed.
Break your mainframe. Your brain frame. Why you niggas need some bending and flexing and both. You know what I mean? Dismantling the whole shit. I don't know. I ain't got too much more to tell you. Anybody else got something else? Y'all want to get to some of that stuff, Malik. Y'all will, because I promised the people that, you know what I mean? Because dudes spend all this time talking about this stuff and not talking about what's going on. I know we have to address this stuff and address them, but at the same time, we want to keep the people prevalent and knowing that we dealing with everyday occurrences that's taking place around here and tying shit in to this information and information. This is what should be doing, but people are side railing tracked with the Sambo show, with the Sandman show, right? Yeah, that Korean shit. You just dropped a video about nukes, and them niggas is happy. They ready to die. They ain't forgot that shit that happened in Korea. Them niggas still mad. They won that shit. They still mad. They had to submit and let that shit slide and ride. Right. Japan still, China still mad. These are smart people that plot for centuries. Smart people that plot for centuries. Sent their people over here to study, go to school, everything. Get all up in our shit.
Debunk that.
Yeah, debunk that.
Chuck Morgan, Barbara, what's the nigga name? Rick Apple. What's the other nigga name? Tarnoon. Nupu. Fuck you call it. Him. Amadi Wisdom. What's the other people name? You got some other people. You got some other folk. You got some other kin folk. Cosmic Kin running around. You got some more of them running around. Tell them to debunk that. Debunk that. Debunk the red tie, blue tie. Debunk that. Because they had a Leviathan. They had a Leviathan scroll. The Leviathan scroll had or has the red Leviathan and the blue Leviathan. Debunk that, please. I would love for them to debunk that. Debunk that. What did Barbara Noel say out her own mouth on that video? She said, we was pumping the it's not verbatim. Basically, what she was saying, it's just what she was saying. She was saying that, Leviathan, we was putting Leviathan out there. We was pumping Leviathan because that was the hottest seller. Leviathan, as soon as that come off the press, that shit was going. It's shooting off the table. Bang, 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 bang. And that's true. That's true. Because Leviathan was a hot seller. I mean, you can ask somebody to this day that was around that time and probably not even had picked up that book. But you might mention, they'd be like, yeah, that book sounds familiar. Yeah, I see. Oh, you talking about them brothers that used to be out there with the all white on with the oils and incense, and they had the Leviathan 666. I remember that book. Yeah.
That's for real. Every time I walk past the brothers, I always wanted to get that book. That would stop me in my tracks. As soon as I seen the horns and the heads, the blonde head with the blue eye, I knew something was about that book. I never had the money to buy it.
Tell them I'm saying this. I'm speaking in third person, meaning since they don't, they don't deal with because there's a multiple of you, it ain't just you talking. There's other motherfuckers talking also. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm saying tell them, I'm saying, to myself, tell them because I'm telling them now. You know what I'm saying? Debunk that.
Right.
Debunk the blue tie and the red tie. Debunk how it's no coincidence that the motherfucker that's the main head on the Leviathan scroll 666 part 1 and part 2, which is red and blue, right, are synonymous with Trump and Pence simultaneously. When you see the motherfucker with the yellow hair on there, even the chubby face Asian looks like Kim Jong-un. Even the queen is on there. Even the president of Iran is on there. All the nation faces that are in position right now is on the Leviathan scroll. Right now. A motherfucker can't tell me that's not Mike or Trump Pence or the Leviathan scroll. The motherfucker with the blue eyes and the yellow hair. Motherfucker can't tell me that's not that.
Yeah.
Tell the bunk that. The bunk something. Motherfucking Nibiru. They do the comparison. Tarnoon put a video up there the other day. Let me speak about this real quick. Tarnoon put a video up there the other day about doing a comparison of Jupiter and Nibiru, right? And how Nibiru is not a spacecraft. It was typically known as Jupiter. Okay, cool. That's cool. Have no issue with that. However, to use that as to say it's not a spacecraft, quote unquote, it's not a spacecraft, is for noodles. Because you're using a reference that supports your biasness. Just because you're utilizing or author's perception that's based on a story they wrote about doesn't solidify the fact that Jupiter and Nibiru being or correlating with one another is the only definition of what it is, other than it being an actual craft that comes around every 3,600 years called a star. It doesn't support that. It's just that that's a reference that you use to go against what was spoken about or taught or shared or delivered or conveyed. That's all it does. It doesn't prove it wrong. And like I asked him, Tarnoon, Nubu, what is that heavenly body near the sun?
Moving.
What is that? What is that? What is the heavenly body that's near the sun? What's that?
Just confirmed in the newspaper is this Planet X.
They just proved in Chile last week. They just had a meeting publicly last week in Chile because Chile is where the telescope, according to them, discovered what they call Planet 9. They don't call it Planet X, they call it Planet 9. Ironically, they call it Planet 9. They go another 9, but they call it Planet 9. So when you say 9, then we know you're talking about 9 ether beings because planet is Plan ET. That's ET plane or ET planet. That's an extraterrestrial planet. It's in the word. It's in the word. Everything is in the word. If a motherfucker, listen, if a motherfucker is not communicating mind to mind, all that slick shit you speak doesn't make a difference. Because when pronunciation is pronounced, it becomes different. See? It becomes very different. And at times can become difficult. It ends up difficult for motherfuckers to where you have to hold the butt of the insult. You know how you become fool and clown and all that shit. You don't call me a what, nigga? You deal with cosmic systems, and the best you could come up with for me to describe me is a motherfucking clown. But then call me religious. But call me a clown. Shit, I'd rather you call me Moses than to call me some shit from Ringling Brothers, right? This ain't a circus. It's a circus to these motherfuckers. They think about what's closest to them. Shit like that, Yanun, Yanin, Melchizedek, is foreign to them.
A circus.
This is not a circus.
They in a circus though.
They worried about they worried about the certificates of the Lion of Judah. You know what I'm saying? They don't even realize the elephants.
Right.
They worry about the lions, don't even realize the elephants. That could stop it through you. See? The elephants are the ones that come with the trumpets, right? Don't they have a trump?
Yep.
Trumpets? Hmm? That's where the elephant is in the room. See? The elephant was just placed in the room. They had to debunk the Leviathan scrolls. Part 1 and 2. The blue and the red. The blue tie and the red tie. Debunk that. From that. Take away from that. Dismantle that. Because that's happening right now. What's in the Leviathan scrolls is taking place right now. Literally. Not metaphorically, not metaphysically. Literally. It's happening right now.
Right.
Who or what did he plagiarize that from? I like to read that one. Right. Or at least see a video about it. I like to see that one. Please. If they could do that, if Tarnoon, I'm asking Tarnoon.
Check Chuck Toby. Chuck Toby got that from this he said it's this almanac. Catastrophic almanac, some type of catastrophic almanac.
Right.
So people had that you could go and see these events around certain times and date that other people said they were supposed to.
Right. And that's the thing. Because if look, he told them to keep what was needed in the case, because what's in the case is kept brief. Now I'm saying, because when the case opens up, it's going to be brief. It's going to be, everything's going to come, all information is going to come out briefly once the case is open, correct? Remember, you keep your tools in the case. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Right.
Keep your tools in the case, right? They're talking about his case, not knowing what's in the case. Oh shit, we live. Oh shit.
Yeah, we live. You ain't know we were still live?
Nah, I know we live. I'm just saying. Oh shit, we live.
Oh yeah, I forgot you for that. Oh shit, we live.
Oh shit, we live.
Man.
That dumpster juice is not. That shit's ineffective.
That shit don't
It,
pump.
it, 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 yeah, it's ineffective. That shit don't pump Kool-Aid.
That shit only pop on the money block, Chuck block.
That shit don't pump Kool-Aid.
I don't see that shit jumping around Facebook nowhere. Nothing.
It's OD. The niggas in the anti-Dr. York coat.
Yeah.
How you gonna be in an anti-Dr. York coat? Fuck is that? Motherfucker that got a death sentence.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers out here. I mean, there's nothing that a person can actually stop.
Niggas got real hate for that man. Why? Why? Y'all niggas ain't making videos every day about Bill Cosby and all these motherfuckers they bringing these charges up on now. Now they got the white dude from Hollywood got him fucked. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, this is what they do. And all that
But
be
it gets fucked up to
all that be smokes and screens too, cause like they said on Breakfast, how nigga you gonna fire a nigga for something he owned? You can't be on, you fired. Huh?
yeah, that's what the nigga Tardu put up there. He put up there. You just reminded me of something. Tardu put up there in the live chat shit. He was like those comic books that have no ISBN number. And I was like, wow. So I'm like, you really one of them type niggas because even for you to say that, all that means is that a motherfucker has the authority to manipulate and you know do your material any kind of which way it chooses to. Because you fall under their not corporation but their or cooperation. That's a cooperation that you have, not a corporation. You know what I'm saying? You fall under a motherfucking stamp. When you align yourself, when you place yourself, when you're cahoot yourself with another, right? You give yourself the equal, if not dominance, over yourself when you do that. But they'll say, well, his books didn't even have the motherfucking number on it. It's like, oh shit. And that's not true. Because the later on books that came out actually do. I have them. I got them right now. That do. And when I saw that back then, I was like, oh, why the fuck this shit's got ISBN number on it? So I already knew that there was other hands in motion with the information. That was back then. But for him to say that, Tardo, what do you mean? So that means that any material you come out with, you'll be in cahoots with the beast. You'll be in cahoots with the beast because this is the beast system. This matrix here is the system of the beast. Overall.
Right.
Why you gotta have a number? We know the ISMB number is the motherfucking 666.
Right. Exactly. But that should tell you something there, idiotic. How a man get away with that for so many years? A black man at that. Not just any man. A black man. How a black man rich as fuck in the hood. They know about him. How you do that? How you able to pump all them pamphlets and books for free under the government's eye for 30 years? Yeah. Somebody tell me that. I need an answer to that. In the next video y'all do, whatever y'all do, please mention it. Tell me how a man gets away with 30 years. Anybody can do it.
Listen, we'll be impressed if they get Kathy on the horn.
Right. That
Get
really.
Kathy. Chuck, Six Dynasty, Tardoon, Rick, Abu Ross Squad, whomever, get Kathy on the phone because she was according to Chuck, she was the common law wife, which was, according to the script. Um, she was the main wife. That's the book she came out with under pseudo name. You know, they like to talk about pseudo all the fucking time. Yeah,
If I
Kathy.
say
Right.
conscious,
Get her.
conscious news reporters, that's what these niggas is too.
They sanitation truck knowledge.
Yeah, TM,
When they sanitation truck knowledge. When they
post,
come dump on you, ain't nothing but trash. When they
yeah,
come dump on you, ain't nothing but trash. Get the main wife on. We heard from Barbara. We heard from her already. The mother of Nicole and Tariq. Heard from her. Cool. Cool. Still got to get to her too, cause she said a lot of funny shit that just ain't make no sense. Still got to get to her. We're not gonna do that right now, but we still got to get to her. You know. Oh, no disrespect, no shit like that. Just saying. Just saying. Um, but Kathy was the one that was there. Kathy was there. All these motherfuckers is small fries to the extra large fries.
yeah.
Now I'm saying a small fries to the extra large fries. If that's the case. A small fries to the Big Mac. Get Kathy on, then, then, then. Get her, because she's the main. The main. That's significant. Motherfuckers don't even know that there's a dead extraterrestrial or a or a deity amongst them called the main. Uh, the main wife. We need to hear from the main wife.
Right, I caught it.
Actual factuals. And then I'm saying might be able to fuck with them. Get since they in contact with all these people, these motherfuckers that was there, these motherfuckers that was going through what they was going through, and the motherfuckers that was there with them while they was going through what they was going through, but had no fucking idea that they was going through what they was going through. But they saw hints of what might have been going on. But then they said, well, I knew this was going on because they was like, well, shit, I knew when this person did this, that's when it dawned on me, or this is when it hit me, or this is when I knew. But motherfucker, you remain years later after knowing. So if you knew what was taking place already, because your intuition told you, right? Like it told you later on, that's why you left. But after you left, you still spoke about your intuition before you even left. So what's the difference? If your intuition told you what was taking place, then you just as guilty as is. All y'all motherfuckers need to be locked the fuck up.
They didn't want to try to write it.
Everybody need to be locked the fuck up because
Right.
everybody's coming out like, yo, I saw this. I was there. But a lot of these motherfuckers coming out are of age at the time these things were taking place. Well, if that's the case, then you need to be locked the fuck up too. What do you mean you was out here brainwashed? Ain't nobody trying that brainwash shit.
Right.
Nigga,
Try to write a book
you
and make it
brainwashed. Fuck out of here. You out here brainwashed.
tell my brainwashed and scared for her life. What she had to do to survive for her life. Try
Fuck out of here.
to make a memoir like it's a fake fictional story explaining you. Get the fuck out of here.
Listen, if we in the motherfucking courtroom, you gonna defend for your life. How listen, you in the courtroom, you have to defend for your life. How the fuck do you expect for me to accept that one who moved the way he moved for all these motherfucking years and open the masses mind basically to how the system works in a simplistic way.
Yeah.
Goes into a courtroom and pleads to unless they're made to do so, in a sense. If not, it's not real.
Mm.
How? 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 I seen that shit Tanu put up there. Um, he put some shit up there and he said, as a matter of fucking fact, he said, Holy in jail. So the angel, some shit like that, is in jail. And I was like, So I can't say he got that from me. Like he said, well, motherfucker got that from me. Blah, blah, blah. But you don't know that. It might just come to you. It might just come to you. You know what I'm saying? But not realizing what that means. L's holy in jail. Because L's son is in jail. Because holy is Helios. Helios is what? Son. L's son in jail. In jail. Because L's son is where? In jail. The only book that L's son actually has is what? They're in jail, right? The only book that they call Jesus is what? The book of Revelations. They're in jail. You can't just do that if it's not so. But they'll say, well, this is the mind of the cult. Oh, shit.
Right. You can do it.
Yeah. You know? I know you wanted to get to the now thing what's taking place, and that's not what they on, of course. Know what I'm saying? Because they don't even resonate with that. Know what I'm saying? They're the ones that are here as a program to take those off of that path, quote unquote.
Right.
Now I'm saying that path, that's their duty is to do that. Now I'm saying they're not deities, they're duties. These are duties that these motherfuckers have that they constantly do. Now I'm saying and continuously go on with. Now I'm saying because they're not addressing what's taking place with the cosmos. Motherfuckers is putting zodiac charts and shit like that up. The zodiac charts is what they are, but in all actuality, like, yo, niggas ain't fucking worried about no zodiac chart. Nigga, like, niggas is playing. Like, niggas like us will leave you looking like a zodiac chart when they chalk you out. After they chalk you out like a zodiac chart, like, yo, that nigga arm was over here and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't into that for real, for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's for the motherfuckers that deal with that, whatever they deal with, the knowledge and all that shit. Oh, that shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing. What's taking place right now? You know what I'm saying? Come on. They gonna have to debunk the blue tie and the red tie. They gonna have to debunk that. But that's what's taking place right now. All that ties into the weather events. These motherfuckers ain't addressing. They not addressing what's taking place. Know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers got missiles aimed towards this region over here. Where Tarnoon at? Is he still in Brooklyn? You still in Brooklyn, Jack. You gonna have troubles. Tarnoon, you gonna have troubles, Jack. New York fucking scrambled eggs. New York scrambled eggs without the grits. Oh, uh, they don't have nothing in all actuality. You know what I'm saying? They don't have nothing. Because if you're not even dealing with, we put all that shit, that Dr. York shit to the side. If you put that Dr. York shit to the side and you talk to a motherfucker like Tarnoon one on one, Hey, all that Dr. York shit to the side. Put that shit to the side. Fuck all that Dr. York shit. Put that shit to the side. And you talk to him one on one. What he gonna do? He gonna try to fucking alpha uno you. He gonna try to alpha uno you. It's not gonna be from self. It's not gonna be original. It's not gonna be authentic. It's not gonna come from one to one. Know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be on some like, yo, niggas is out here right now. Niggas is kicking it on some real shit, like on some G shit. Like, yo, this is what it is. Like, know what I'm saying, he's gonna alpha uno you. He's gonna try to indoctrinate you. So their job is to remove so-called indoctrination to introduce their doctrination or their doctrine. And they only know doctrine. They don't have an inkling about doctrine at all. I would say, and DOC. They use all that ET shit for real, extraterrestrial. I would say they they're subjected to this realm strictly. They show and prove it every time because every time their discussion is only in regards to what's taking place physically, but dealing with the nosiness and being into everyone else's business that they feel that they need to be judgmental towards. Who are you to authorize yourself to be judgmental to another motherfucker without being judgmental to yourself first, motherfucker? You got ordained videos about another motherfucker being a certain kind of way according to you, but you have not one video about yourself being a certain kind of way according to you and by you, motherfucker. How is that?
Yeah.
How is that? How is that? How is that? How is that? I would say we want to know the authors
And what's that?
because what
You said the authors?
I said we want to know the authors. These YouTube authors, these motherfuckers on YouTube making these videos. We want to know history behind them. If I go look up Stephen King, I can find some type of data available, that gives me some type of background in regards to him, where he was born, what's his mother and father name, a little bit about his life when he was coming up. This is he's an author of books and movie producer, screenwriter. Stephen King. You don't know everything about him. You're not going to. You're not supposed to. But you have some detail in regards to who this author is. Clive Barker. You know what I'm saying? A person like Clive Barker, that is another. Steven Spielberg. They don't call Steven Spielberg a fucking nut. Is he crazy? They watch his movies. Is he crazy?
Yeah.
They don't watch his movie. Is he lying?
So
Is that is you know what I'm saying?
yeah. Hit him. What's the I think you posted something the other day. I just want to make sure if I was right or wrong. You said it was a storm coming in or a tornado or something, a hurricane, winter came, and his name is York.
Yeah, the yeah, right. As a matter of fucking fact. Um the end of because you know how every year they had the name set up for hurricanes. And this year was the year that they started naming tropical storms first, or also along with hurricanes that they knew was already going to be a hurricane. But basically all the tropical storms this year became a hurricane. Traditionally, they'll just give the names to hurricanes. They wouldn't name tropical storms that's forming in the Atlantic or the Pacific, mainly the Atlantic. Now I'm saying, uh, this year they gave the names to the tropical storms. Bang, 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 back to back. They named all of them. At the end, when we get to Y this year, the name of the storm is York. You can pull it up. See, the names of the storms for 2017 is the when you get to Y is York. It has York and then it has another name, another I forget, but York. Yeah, right.
Malachi, you hear this?
Yeah, I am.
Um,
Right.
that's like I know you expelled on that. That's crazy. Like
Uh,
this,
that's one of the So we're getting there. Felipe is see how you dealing with cosmic, the cosmos, how you cosmic, because you had the cosmic, that's the mic, right? Because you have the MCs and then you have the cosmic beings. So you have the cosmic or the see they only get that. They only get that. But how do you have the cosmic rhythm and not understand what's taking place right now, happening right now?
right,
In a sense, it ties into what Malachi was saying earlier when he was like, yo, we're at a baby stage in a sense, in a sense. But, you know,
right. That's crazy though, because when you talk about divine natures of forces, natural force, natural nature, right? And that's a natural nature course right there for your ass. Like,
like, how
so,
you deal with natural nature? That's why I told homegirl in the joint.
because how do
Because
you
it's not natural. She told me I need help. I was like, wow, well, it's not naturally in your nature to naturally tell me what or assist me in what I need to do. That it's not your nature to do that. It's not in your nature. Naturally, you
right,
don't do that.
right,
Naturally, we speak on nature. Naturally, we deal with nature.
right.
We broadcast what's taking place with nature. I'm talking about fucking nature. What do you mean?
But how
You're
do you
not even speaking about nature, but you're speaking about nature. Because you're speaking about Dr. Yo. You told Dr. Yo, da, da, da. But Dr. Yo is the one that gave the explanations of nature.
right? And
Ain't
the
nobody
thing
else do that. Isaac Crazy ain't do that.
and the
Isaac
things
Crazy
nature
ain't do that.
and how was gonna do it and when. He even gave you a picture graph for some of the picture graphs of the shit that already took in place.
He did simple shit like tell niggas, yo, get the I Am American map so you'll know what your future is gonna look like. He did simple shit like that. Niggas was taking the other shit as if that was the major, and that wasn't. It was the simple shit. What is it in Pocket this low had the holy title? It was simple is complex, and what's complex is simple.
Right,
It's simple. I Am American map. Bang. I Am American map is what's taking place right now. Motherfuckers think that shit happened in an instant. No, that shit takes place gradually, but then you'll have a moment of instant. Bang.
right, right,
And that's what this thing is leading up to.
right,
That's what this thing is leading up to.
right,
The weather is the way the weather is right now, regardless if it's involving ships or weather manipulation. It doesn't make a difference. The fact is, it's happening.
Right, and they're making it happen.
It's happening, regardless of how it is.
Gotta happen, right?
It don't make it. You know what I'm saying, it don't matter. Like it. Hey, oh, that's what. Okay, we got that. Fuck that. But just saying, like, yo, it's happening. These motherfuckers don't give no substance. They had no substance. They're empty shells.
And the,
These motherfuckers obsolete vessels.
and the end ain't coming. It's here. The last days ain't coming. It's here.
Shit already happened. Catching up.
Right.
Already happened. Catching up.
Right. So it's like slow motion dragging a
It
movie
happened. Catching up.
forever to get to the end.
Oh. These motherfuckers ain't giving no direction or instructions in regard to what we as you know, Ethiopian, cosmic kin, you know, like brothers and sisters just come out of the be or whatever, you know, speak that way. Why you don't speak that language? Cosmic kin, come out of the beast, the one that deceived you this whole time, and let's survive because this is what's getting ready to take place. This is what's happening. If that's the motherfucking case,
Cosmic
know what I'm saying?
posted another.
Emotions is a storm that's coming in right now. In the Matrix, motherfuckers get destroyed by emotions.
Right.
Ruhullah. Motherfuckers get destroyed by emotions. And that's what's happening because motherfuckers is dealing with emotions hard body right now. Motherfuckers feel some kind of way. Fuck you feeling for? How could you be Elohim yet feeling? How could you be Elohim yet feeling? Elohim don't deal with emotion. Remember the Elohim on the mind scroll? When you deal with the mind, we don't deal with emotions. The Elohim, they Anunnaki, of course the Anunnaki, that's the Anunnaki. That get to the Elohim, El Elo. They don't understand that. They don't understand that.
And you put another video speaking on the cosmetology. You put cosmology. Cosmos. You put another video. You put something about the. It was the sun. The temperature in Cali.
Oh yeah, on flame. Yeah. It's on flame
like,
buckets right now. They had a buck. They had a $1.05, but the rest of the week, Cali gonna be on roast. The rest of the week, Cali's in the oven.
You put a video it's already in the oven because you had the other videos how to trace in the fire, and that was just yesterday.
Oh yeah.
It's almost about to burn down. What is it close to? It's about to burn down one of them.
You got one coast. You got one coast that's on fire, and you got another coast that's wet.
Right.
These are this is the how you call it? The Tamu Nifu set.
And then they about to get hit with rain and snow.
Yeah, a lot of shit gonna be popping up.
Behind that, right?
It's gonna be popping up. Yeah, popping up. Pops. They call dot pops. They call dot pops, right? A lot of shit gonna be popping up.
Seattle, Washington, and I'm about to get hit with some snow. You know what?
East Coast will get hit. Yeah, I gotta change this phone situation. I want to keep this going though. We need to keep this going because it's pain right here. It's pain right here, you heard?
Yeah.
They need to see this.
I got to work. You already know I'm about to.
I go in with what's the time frame?
We can get right back on and do part 3 tomorrow. I'm trying to just bust them, and it don't matter. As long as we get in here and bust them, we ain't gotta be sitting there waiting. Again, let's just get on here. and do it. You know what I mean? Short little moves, and then we come right back and hit them with another one. But I wanted to get into all that.
Yeah. Cause I mean, there's other things but I ain't gotta even, we can get further into what you were saying, because in regards to what's taking place right now, what's taking place right now is what's happening. Point play simple. All that other shit is extracurricular, for real, for real. Because if that's what it is, if it's truly about us, you know what I mean, the Melanites and Nubians and Ethiopia, all that, whatever motherfuckers be spitting and elaborating on all that. If it's truly about that, then that's the case. Now I'm saying that we need to keep one another updated in regards to what the fuck is taking place. Now I'm saying because if you're not keeping me updated in regards to what's taking place, that means you out of place. And if you out of place, that means I gotta further remove you out of place. You gotta be further removed out of place. I gotta further remove you out of place if you're not in place. Because everybody gotta be in place. That's how we know who's in the place. That's only those that's of us that's in the place. Because if not, we're gonna remove you if you in the place, out of place. You know? Yo, I'm off of here. I'm in the booth. They don't want to play games. You heard?
Heard you. I see it.
Telling them,
It's,
huh?
it's coming.
Huh?
It's
That
coming.
just came through. That was a rule of law. That was a rule of law. Rule of law just came through real quick on the visit.
They did. That's how you
hmm
get.
That was a visitation. You heard?
Already
That
know.
was a visitation. They better stop
You
playing.
already know.
hmm
Yeah.
hmm I can feel
Malachi.
I feel like Lucy. I can feel my veins. Blow it up. I feel like Lucy. I can feel my veins. hmm Blow it up. I feel like Lucy. Malachi, what's happening? Well, Malachi, what's happening?
Yeah, I hear you building, taking it
hmm
all in.
You
Right.
want to say before we end this one?
Nah, I said enough. We can't end on that note.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's paying attention.
Salute, man. Good job. Yeah, impeccable, bro. Like, can
Appreciate that.
nobody say nothing? Shut they shit
Nah,
all the
he flame. Yeah, he flame. Came through with the flames. He hit him real quick.
torch.
Mm-hmm. Uh, Tariq,
Okay, torch.
Tariq submitted.
Well,
Straight it down. Straight it down.
straight up.
Straight it down. That's facts. That's pure facts.
And I didn't even play the
He
whole.
su- he submitted on the screen. If it's anything else, then he got to explain it. You heard? If it's anything else, he got to explain it. But on the screen, he submitted. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. 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 Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And
But
I like
if it's
that
anything else, he got to explain it.
out of it. And he kept his personal business out of it. He didn't even go nowhere to ask you that.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Word.
that's what it's about. Moving past that and let's get to this work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because, niggas can front like we ain't affecting them or touching, but we touching souls, man. And we touching spirits. You know what I mean? I don't care what type of work they claim they doing over there. Ain't nobody doing the groundwork we doing. And I ain't gonna say that ain't nobody else doing this groundwork. What I'm saying is like in this capacity at them, with them. You know what I mean? They know they got nothing for over here. You know what I mean? They like to deal with people. That's why they do their little tests and questioning. And they want to see, damn, we can't get on with these motherfuckers because they know how to. It's all a tactic, man. And they be trying to learn. Why y'all keep trying to be in touch with us then? You know what I mean? Because they ain't got nobody else to deal with. Yeah, I mean, nobody else want to deal with their fuckery. Yeah, I mean? But they gonna get what they want over here. To believe that, nigga. Just fast y'all put a video out, we put one out. You know what I mean?
And that's on the strength.
That's on the
That's
strength.
on the strength because nigga ain't even wig for real. He worried about
Right.
his wig. I don't wear wigs, sir.
Right.
Like you're not even where I'm at. You gonna respond to me like that? I would at least expected for you to do some crazy dish shit. You responded like that.
Yeah.
I don't wear wigs, sir. Are you serious? Are you serious? You know what I'm saying? I was talking about these niggas wigs.
Yeah, niggas got this
Hey, wig piece. We come for your wig piece, not your crown, not your crown, not your crown. We coming for your wig piece.
niggas young thug.
These niggas is wigging out, so that means we got to wig out on them.
They call the niggas animated, the so-called animated. Y'all animated niggas, man. Like you niggas straight come straight out the cartoons, B. That come from a movie. Man, you come straight out of the cartoon, man. Education inside the class.
Yeah, well, shit. You gonna have to you had to your car,
Yeah,
your car. Since they were talking about spirit, because car is what spirit, right? Car,
man.
cat, and that's the tone vibration when the soul is coming into the earth plane. When you take the wires and put together and they cause the friction, the vibrate. That's the cat to form the body that
Yeah.
leads into the body, the soul,
Mhm.
to the
Come.
cartoon. You got to tune your car up, right?
Right.
Your car got to get tuned. The car is your vehicle. What is a
Mhm.
car? A vehicle. That's by design. That's the most high. The most high is when you can put things like that together.
Right.
They stuck on Nuwapic, the language, whether it's a B or a P. Meanwhile, it was never either or.
Right. Right.
He told motherfuckers it was etymology and or phonetics, both phonetics and etymology. The spell is what in the words. Everything's in the motherfucking words, but motherfuckers can't comprehend the words. Therefore, they don't know the word. How you gonna say word if you don't know the word? Hold up. How you gonna say word if you don't know the word? If you don't know the word, then you can't say word. How can you say word if you don't know the word? If you don't know the word, then you can't say word. That's how you don't say the word because you don't know the word. If you, how can you, how can you say the word if you don't know word? How dare you? Everything is communication. Everything is communication. Motherfuckers speak speech. Motherfuckers pronounce words to communicate. How many of us is actually on that vibration tone? That's what Malcolm said earlier. He was like, yo, blah, blah, blah. We at the baby stage. Blah, blah, blah. Know what I'm saying? Like, yes, in a sense. But then there's those of us that aren't. And those are the ones that got to be, that are arriving now, communicating with one another now, because that's what it is. These motherfuckers think it's a game. It's not a game. The Malachi thing is crucial. The Jesus Christ, the Yahshua thing is even worse. It's even worse. Malachi was one aspect. The Christ thing is worse. The MC, when a motherfucker get on a mic, it's a rap. See? When a motherfucker get on the mic, it's a rap.
Right. Again, we taking you on the rap tour, which is the rap
It's a
tour.
rap tour. It's a rap tour. The rap tour is a rap tour.
Yeah.
This shit don't rhyme coincidentally. It does not rhyme coincidentally. It's a crash course collision. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they play.
Right.
Word up. It's not for play. And it gets fucked up real quick.
Hit you with this force and have your ass on course.
Word. Word. Word.
Bring you back to the source. Like five.
Bring it back to the source, because everybody fucked up when it get tossed. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Everybody get fucked up when it get tossed. Like, it should look real crazy.
man.
But they don't look, they don't explain what was happening, what's taking place. Motherfuckers talking about 18 million years ago. I'm not concerned about 18 million years ago. Why would I be concerned about 18 million years ago? I'm
Shit
not
is over.
concerned about 18 million ago. Fuck 18 million years ago. I'm talking about right now. Fuck 18 million years ago. That shit
Right.
is whatever it is. That was for the first half hour. This is the second half hour. And for real, it's really not the second half hour. But just to say, it's second half hour. Feel me?
That's what I wanted to
This
say.
this thing here is different. It ain't nobody
Right.
care about that past tense shit. We talking about
Nigga,
right now. Fuck that.
the past, the 90s, the 80s, and 70s. And when the new millennium 2000 came in, niggas don't know a whole nother transformation took place that took us to a whole nother level or degree. And the books and shit was closed. Like how the homies was saying, the books is closed. Like,
Uh, yo, if you go outside right now, you can see the moon. The moon even look different.
right, it's some
The crescent on the moon right now is different.
niggas stuck
That's
in
not even the moon, but it's our moon.
76 trillion years ago and all this shit. Man, we did that already.
This thing taking place now. The weather is getting ready to become very different. Why do these motherfuckers not address that in the midst of what they already addressing? Cool.
And
If y'all on a mission to save or help or assist or do whatever it is that you call yourself doing towards whomever for whatever reason, cool. If it's for a positive, good cause, then cool. However, if that's all you devoted towards and it brings out nothing but malevolence, then that's nothing that's in cahoots with what is happening right now. What's
right,
happening right now is huh? Why not listen? Why not share with brothers and sisters how to prepare in case of a fallout event, in case of a event, in case of you know
but
catastrophic ground
with it,
rumbling event.
with it go.
Why not share this kind of information with us?
Yeah, yeah,
Niggas could battle about whatever, but I mean,
yeah.
if you wanna, because
Elijah, I mean Yahweh,
yeah,
I wanted to bring up that thing about Trump saying about the storm. You know what I mean? When talking, when his answer was when talking about the thing with Korea,
oh, he said the what's the name? The what is it? The calm before the storm.
right now, why did he use that? He said, "Oh well, people better watch, pay attention to the calm before the storm." Huh?
Yeah,
Is
the
he
calm before the
literally
storm.
talking about Koreans, or is he talking about storms, or is they talking about covering and massing what they do with Korea?
He was talking
With
about
the,
both. He was talking about both.
exactly.
Yeah, because when the eclipse took place, it wasn't just the woman that was present and the child. It was also the dragon.
Right,
The dragon has to play out in prophecy.
right,
Has to.
right.
Has to. Has to.
That's how
Has
you.
to. Why? Because we're already here. Why? Because motherfuckers was sent already to prevent that. But no one did anything to prevent that. That's why it's happening.
Right.
That's why it's happening. No one did anything to prevent that. Regardless of how significant, it doesn't matter. No one did anything to prevent. So now, what happens as is happening right now. There's a lot of things taking place right now that motherfuckers aren't even addressing. How you don't address this? If you deal with divine love, if you deal with true love, true peace, true mental, blah, 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 whatever, how are you not addressing this to your people? If you're someone that deals with nature for real, then how the fuck are you addressing nature? How?
Because nature whipping through this motherfucker right now.
How?
Nature whipping.
Nature's off the beat racks right now. However it's happening, it's still nature.
And they ain't even speaking on it.
They not even addressing it. They not even touching on it. They not even that nothing. That look,
Talk about
motherfucker. Exactly. You gonna talk to me about Dr. York in the past when Dr. York is here in the present. Hold up. How you gonna talk to me about Dr. York in the past when Dr. York is here with me in the present? Not just me, but those of us like us, the way we are, as we are, like us in the present from the past. How you gonna talk to us in the past, like said before, in the present about the past when we're here from the past, in the past, from the past, in the present, from the past? How? 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 You know what I'm saying? They gonna have to speak about it. You know what I mean? Because regardless of what is the mic, when you get on the
Meanwhile,
mic, when you get on the mic, when you get on the mic, was stated is said. When you get on the mic, what's stated is said. When you get on the mic, you know what I'm saying? What's stated is said already. That's what's already stated, plus said already. Already to be stated. What was said. What was said was stated already. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Well,
Yeah, they gotta stop playing. I hope they hear this, that true cosmic peace shit and all that, and cosmic canon, that. We come from the cosmos. My shit is cosmic all day. My shit is cosmic. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of bounds. I'm off the hinges. I'm not on deck. Even though I'm on deck, I'm still not on deck. I'll be on deck without being on deck and be off deck. I'll be off deck while being on deck. You know what I'm saying? They gonna have to realize that shit is, like I said, son, that shit is dumpster's juice.
yeah.
Fuck out of here. Talking about Malachi lying. Fuck out of here.
Mm.
I had the audacity to put that shit up. Malachi lying. What you mean? Son gave y'all niggas the BI. Point blank simple. And ironically, Tariq ain't had no issue with it. As far as I can tell. You know what I'm saying? So motherfucker had come behind on some slim shit. That's why I call him slim. You know what I'm saying? Because thick man turned himself slim to move through the crevices the
Chief
way he
Priest.
do. Uh, fuck out of here. Point. Yeah.
He ain't even put the chief the chief priest symbol up. He hit y'all with the symbol of the signet ring, nigga.
But the Green Lantern.
Now he hit y'all niggas with the green lantern.
Green Lantern. Hey, shit. That's a code. Because when you walk through the jungle, you gotta have a Green Lantern. Niggas already supposed to know that. That's a true Tahite. He talking about fucking six ethers of Tahite beings. Fuck you mean, nigga? True Tahites walk through the jungle with the Green Lantern. That's nature's green, ain't it? I'm out here right now. I'm out here right now with nature. Every fucking thing around me is brown and green, mainly green.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Green phonetically sounds like what? G ring. Green G ring. God ring. That's the God ring. Green, that's the God ring. You know what I'm saying? The Green Lantern.
So what's
God
different?
ring.
So people
G ring.
wake up,
I had a G ring on.
like really
Playing games, man.
pay attention to what these clowns or these people say before you go taking their side and running off with the shit because it sounds good. Or think I know he did this or he did that. It's like use your own common sense to see that these dudes have nothing behind what they're saying. You gotta ask, what are they saying it for? What is the purpose? What is your real purpose? What is the real goal? Dismantle what? What are you dismantling? Mhm. What you trying to
This man,
dismantle is
man.
already dismantled. That's some new shit you trying to dismantle. And that shit gonna grow until it's get dismantled a whole nother way. Got nothing to do with what y'all doing. But they gonna get. They don't get right in a minute. Well, you niggas got something coming. And you getting it now at the same time. You just don't realize you think ain't that happening. It's crazy. I ain't even gonna go there. I'm gonna keep it simple and fast. Let me come back down to immortals level. You know what I mean? Because you's immortal. You don't mix your mortal shit. I don't even know how you got that name. They need to strip you. Matter of fact, I heard Tanu. Somebody told me to ask you next time I'm on here, Tanu, and I hope you listening. It said, "Why are you up in court, or you held up in charges over that name that you using? You took someone's name, you stole that name you using. It said to ask you like that, so that you need to come clean about your name and where you got it from." Mhm.
He'll coat hopper.
Yeah, these dudes be stunting. Like it ain't
Oh,
no
oh, oh, he a coat hopper. Oh, let me spit something to him real quick. It's
shit.
coming off of the top. It's coming off of the top. Oh, oh, oh. Let me spit something to him.
Safety.
He a coat. He freestyle money. He a coat. Uh, he a coat hopper. You know what I'm saying? He call himself non-stopper because the way he keep going on about the Colts. Colts be going on and how they non-stoppers. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing that he's the true non-stopper. He's a non-stopper that don't stop about the Colts. He keep going on about the Colts. Yet he's not a Colt. Yet he go from Colt to Colt. Yet he's the Colt that go from Colt to Colt. Who's the Colt not? Right? He's the Colt non-stopper. It's the motherfucker that keep talking about the Colts non-stop.
Yeah.
Talking about the Colts. How you gonna stop me talking about the Colts? You a non-stop or non-Colt stopper. You know what I'm saying? But he'll stop those in their tracks supposedly that he feel like is available and valid because of his investigation. His
Nah,
investigation, feel me? His investigation is a DT. This all off the top. See what I'm saying? They talking about MCs. This shit is all off the top. That shit is crazy.
right. Yeah, cousin. Yeah, yeah. He's a coat hopper. You can't stop mentioning the name or talking
Hold
about the
up, hold up,
doctor. You know what I mean? Like,
hold up. I had to cease that real quick because I was I was about to go through. I had to see that real quick. I was about to go through the roof. Hmm. End up in the booth. I was about to go through the roof and end up in the booth.
Me too.
Mm. Right. Mm. And that's the thing, cause they be playing
Yeah.
music. They be playing music behind their videos, and you know, they try to do with the music and like
Right.
far when y'all was saying earlier, you know what I'm saying, that's some hypnotizing. When you said earlier, we was like, yo, that's some hypnotizing shit.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. And I'm saying, trying to get motherfuckers into a trance so they can make what they got to share available. Them niggas is not available for confrontation. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas is not available for confrontation. You know what I mean? Um, they need to be or make themselves available for confrontation. To Rick, Tanul, Chuck Morgan, Amadi Wisdom, I would love, and Farouk. I would love to get them motherfuckers on the phone at the same time. Me personally, y'all well, Elijah. I would love to speak to them, all of them at the same time. I would love for all of them to be on a. We still live, right?
Yeah.
I would love for all of them to be on the phone at the same motherfucking time. Please, 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 man. Please, 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 please. I hope they hear this shit. For real, man. For real, man. For real. Please, please, please. All of them at the same motherfucking time. All of them, please. This shit has nothing to do with ego. You know what I'm saying? This has everything to do with ego because I let the ego. Feel me? So all of them got to be involved. All is I am. All can I can. All does I do. Remember El Kalum? You know what I'm saying? So they all have to be involved. Please, 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 please.
I was asking Malachi for the same thing, so we'll see how these
Yeah, we have to get to the discussion. You know what I'm
cats,
saying? We have to get to the discussion
it
of
ain't
what's
real.
happening.
You scared
Yeah.
of a little high pitching or a little cursing.
I
Like,
even give them this. I even give them this. If they want to discuss Pickle Man, we can. I even give them that. If they want to discuss Pickle Man, we can.
just
We live, right? If they even want to discuss Pickle Man, we can. How about that? How about that?
you heard that Porky the Pig?
We can discuss that even. Pickle Man. Describe Pickle Man and the Biru. That could be discussed. Mm-hmm.
Alright, we don't screw up at it. You know what I mean? You still a coat hopper. You know what I mean?
All right.
Still a coat hopper. Can't keep his name or stop talking about the doctor. I come through on a brother coaster track and rock you. Yeah.
All right.
After they coasted,
All right.
Shaolin's finest conductor.
All right. Like, want to get wet, we going to have to mop you.
Yeah, feel me?
Want to get wet, we going to have to mop you. Hmm?
This the planet rock, nigga. The planet about to get rocked.
They got to get rid of this. What? They ain't
Niggas on
discussing
that.
that. They ain't discussing that. How you going to be ancient homies? How you going to be an ancient homie and you ain't discussing what now is? That's an ancient homie. You know who an ancient homie is when a motherfucker come through and let you know what their business is right now. Had plenty of discussions about what took place already, but I mean, shit. If niggas got some type of unity, that means that we're discussing what's taking place right now. All the other discussions after we built the camp, Know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers got tents established. Niggas got tents up. Motherfuckers got wooden home, whatever. Candle, whatever. Know what I'm saying? Shit lit up, like, whatever. If that's the case, if that's the fucking case, if that's the true mental piece, if that's the true science behind what it is, know what I'm saying? Like, we got to get to that. If that's what the fucking be, know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't talking about nothing but trying to bring somebody down. You could bring that motherfucker down as much as you want. That's on you, because the motherfucker
Yeah,
already dead, according to
yeah,
you. Know what I'm
right.
saying? That motherfucker
Shit,
dead according to you already. So that shit don't make a difference for real, for real. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? If
You ain't
we
heard him.
true, if we true mental whatever, then it is what it is right now. But shit is real right now. Fuck out of here. They'll see. And it's ugly because no one bears witness. And that's what's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they mostly misconstrued about that thing there. They talk about that Yanun and Yanin and Melchizedek and try to play condescending towards it and all that shit when they know that that thing there brings about Malachi and Sananda, the one that sent Malachi. And that's a catastrophic event. It's calamities. You fuck with Doc, you fuck with the DOC. If you lock an angel up, all hell gonna break loose. Point blank simple. You up, all hell gonna break loose. If you lock an angel up, gonna break loose. I need to write that. Lock an
Yeah.
angel up, or hell gonna break loose.
I used to think I was bad luck, like a motherfucking cat type shit. You know what I mean? Because everywhere I went, shit always just crazy.
That's how
You
it
know what I
come
mean?
through. But that's the
Like,
thing. That's how it come through. Just like that. It come through just like that.
ooh, I fuck shit up. You know what I mean? Shit get
Hmm.
fucked.
These niggas are still reading books as their main source. We read books because we tell ourselves to go to the book or
Right.
a specific book. Study is over. Class is over. Motherfuckers like us go with the flow. So when it happens, it's on some, you know,
Natural shit.
it's natural. That's
Yeah,
nature. That's new waffle. Waffle is natural. Shit has nothing to do with right knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
yeah. That niggas wanna go
It's natural nature. That's new waffle.
screens.
It's who the fuck you are. Uh, oh, oh, oh. Yeah. Oh, this is a Monday, Tuesday, Monday bug out.
Yeah, but yeah. I really gotta slide out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got
Came
dip.
through with y'all niggas with the pool stick real quick. You know what I mean? Now you know how my English rock on it with the rock. You know what I mean? You know how my English is with the rock. They came through the pool stick. All right, Malachi.
Mm.
Came through the pool stick. You know what I mean? You see how my English is with the rock. When it pop. Yo, Malachi. We out, bro. Y'all well. I'm gonna get with you as soon as possible, bro. When I come in tomorrow, get with y'all. I'm
Yeah,
just
we
trying
gonna
to.
light it up. We gonna light it up because they gotta get finito. So noon, you guys to get finito. You guys to get finito. Great
Right.
work, great work, great work and effort. Great work and effort. However, y'all fuckers gotta get finito.
Yeah.
The
I gotta
new
get
the
dope.
the the Nubu cheerleaders. They got their pom poms. We got them things on toss. Got them things on toss. We got them things on toss. Them pom poms. We got them things on toss. Straight
Yeah,
it down. Them things on toss. Things on toss. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Twist their wig the rest of the week.
yeah.
Twist their wig the rest of the week.
Rest of the week. Until y'all niggas,
Uh, rest of the week.
till y'all call and say, let's just do it. And it could be on anybody's channel. You know what I mean? I don't like all that.
Like Malachi wrote earlier, yo, they can't fuck with us. They can't.
Okay.
They can't. They can't. They can't. They can't. All that extracurricular, run that shit through the subway real quick.
Yeah.
Train crash. Run that shit through the subway real quick. Train crash. Straight and down. Straight and down. Shit get concrete, especially when the lights go out. They get concrete when the lights go out. Yo, we gonna continue. Word. They get concrete when the lights go out. Let's stop playing.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. That concludes tonight's part 2 of the recap. With Tariq Noel and Malachi's disciple. And also added in some other similarities that I promised from yesterday. Last night when I ended, I said, y'all will come through with me. But we still, that's what we really basically trying to get to. Like, what he's saying, we could put all this other shit to the side. Like, this thing's taking place right now that needs addressing. It's no about no Kanika or anybody else, R. Kelly. All that shit is frivolous. It's not about none of that shit right now. You know what I mean? It's some shit about to unfold on America that America ain't never seen in its motherfucking life before. You people that's blind to it never seen it, but these crackers seen it and know. Because they're the incarnation of spirits. You know what I mean? They're the ones that's mainly spirits and drifting off to catch a body and they die and passing it on through their bloodline. Like all that stuff is on a whole nother plane. But yet on a you could use one word but have many planes. It's mental plane, but there's many levels to the mental plane, there's many levels to the physical plane, there's many levels to the spiritual plane, there's many levels to the soul. People think this is just one one solid mass that's called mental or spiritual and not cut into layers. Impossible. You know what I mean? Impossible. You know what I mean? And motherfuckers need to get in tune with that real fast. But if not, you can't get in tune with it. Like the brother said, why not nobody's talking about ways that you don't have to deal with FEMA and on some other shit? Because you need to take care of yourself right now. You need to know how to get to wherever and survive for whatever. But you won't hear me though. And you ain't gonna hear me though. That too is right on your ass. You know what I mean? Then you gonna hear me. See, you know what? That nigga that was over there on that channel was talking that shit. Man, I should have listened. Where he at? You know what I mean? I know you somebody say, well, where you at? What do you have in position for something like this? You know what I mean? And basically, for me, man, I don't want to say it that way because that would sound real. For me, man, I'm me. I know I'm gonna survive. I've been in that situation where I was out and I was in hustling and nothing, flush my drugs and I told when I spiritually woke up and I walked into it. I let nature take care of me, and nature did. It took care of me every day. You know what I mean? I had brothers like y'all well. I had brothers like my man E-Man's moms. I had my man Silk. You know what I mean? I had another old time Muslim dude, man, used to come through and used to make me get up off the ground. Like these dudes used to actually come and and feed me. These people used to be like, yo, my mom said, because they understood what I was going through, and everybody else thought I was going crazy. But no, I wasn't going crazy. I was going through the testimony, at trials and tribulations, walking through the valley of the dead. You know what I mean? Fear no evil, see no evil. Know that I am protected and I'm gonna be taken care of. And I was until I came out. And each time I went through this transformation, I was okay. So I know I'm gonna be okay. You know what I mean? Whether I start stocking up on waters, with me and my mate already talked about it, because it's gonna be a hell of a winter. Stacking up waters, batteries, stuff like that, just flashlights, simple shit for the house. As far as a surviving period, I'm gonna survive. I know where I'm at. And with that, I'm out. You better know where you at. Get up on it, boy. See you in the AM or the PM tomorrow. Yeah.